It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, winter's here with all the ice and snow and the surly slush upon the road. The salty spray upon my window makes me wish that I'd replace my wiper blade. My whipper, whipper, whipper blades. My whipper, whipper, whipper blades. My whipper, whipper, whipper blades. I wish that I'd replace my wiper blades. Salty spray from semis that do pass. They turn my windshield into bathroom glass. I turn the knob, but I come to the conclusion that I did not fill up my washer solution. My whipper, whipper, whipper fluid. My whipper, whipper, whipper fluid. My whipper, whipper, whipper fluid. I wish that I'd replace my wiper fluid. Down the expressway 80 mph, I can make out headlights, taillights, frosted shapes. But down by the dash is the clearing where both blades do scrape. I can see fine if I lay on the passenger seat. My whipper, whipper, whipper blade. My whipper, whipper, whipper blade. My whipper, whipper, whipper blade. I wish that I'd replace my wiper blade. New burst. Summer's here with depressed bugs and flies, all committing windshield suicide. In smears of green and yellow gizzard goo, only Brillo wiper blades would do. My whipper, whipper, whipper blades. My whipper, whipper, whipper blades. My whipper, whipper, whipper blades. I wish that I'd replace my wiper blades. One more time. My whipper, whipper, whipper blades. My whipper, whipper, whipper. One time on delay. Here we go. My whipper. Wiper. Wiper blades. I wish that I'd replace my wiper blade.
Haywood Banks and the Wiper Blades. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show.
Wiper, 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 wiper.
Hello. Christy Lee over there.
Hello.
At the Silac News Desk, there's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's in the performance room. Josh Arnold.
Hi, chick.
At the fabulous, unbelievable, I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Mm-hmm.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom Griswold.
Hey.
I'm trying to decide whether I should ruin your life or not.
Uh-oh. What do you got?
New rabbit owner, Tom Griswold.
No.
What?
No. We're not buying a rabbit.
What brought that up?
Because there's a bunch of wild rabbits in the backyard, right?
Yeah, there are a bunch of wild rabbits everywhere. You know they...
Yeah.
Is there a season for rabbits?
Yeah, and this is it. Because we ran into a bunch of them on our walk last night.
Yeah. So,
And they just sit in the middle of the road looking at you like, oh,
Well,
hey.
they're dumb. You think human babies are stupid.
Well,
How
baby
about
rabbits are
baby
like,
rabbits
hey.
are stupid.
They're so cute.
They are cute.
They are.
That's why they make them cute, so you won't kill them.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
you want a real nice rabbit, I have...
No, I'm
don't
not
want
getting
a
her.
wild
No,
rabbit.
I am
Christy
not
has a
getting
friend for everything. You know that.
She's got the deer friend
I
and
do.
the
I
rabbit
have a
friend.
rabbit friend.
You were saying yesterday,
Reese?
you have
You
a,
want a fawn?
morning,
She's got a
Reese.
fawn.
you have a
No, you don't want fawns. Leave the fawns alone.
Don't touch a fawn, right?
Don't touch a fawn.
Well, don't touch a baby rabbit either. Of
course.
Yeah, you kind of shouldn't, yeah.
You were feeding baby rabbits over the weekend, weren't you, Josh?
Yeah, I did.
To be clear, he wasn't eating them. He was feeding them.
Feeding, that's what I said.
That's why she said feeding.
Yes.
I didn't enjoy a little
Wait a
Haas
minute,
and
what did I hear of you?
Haas and Pfeffer veal.
Are you cooking baby rabbits on your grill? Yesterday? Wow. You will eat anything, won't
man.
you?
So sorry.
Sorry, Josh.
No, you're fine.
No, I did. My
They're cute.
8-year-old little girl, I said, look, there's a bunny, and she comes flying around the corner. And then, could we get a rabbit? No. The world doesn't
Really
need any
good.
pet rabbits. We have. She goes, why want a pet? We have 2 dogs and 2 fish.
This is just just the beginning,
Can
my friends.
I give you chinchilla of Exhibit 1.
Yeah, you had a chinchilla. No, I'm out.
Oh, that was the best when she owned that chinchilla.
How long did you have that thing?
A long time.
Stupid thing.
8 years or something.
It was like a catcher's mitt. This
Who's
is my
got
pet.
it now? Where is it now?
She passed away. Thank you.
Oh.
No, a young man down in Washington, Indiana, took her, and they had another 4, 5, 6 great years. And
Yeah. They went out, went on a farm to live. Yeah,
Yes.
that's where they
They
went.
would send
They
me
went out
videos.
fishing.
You should see his wife's new stole.
Yeah.
They went
Hold
fishing with
still.
Fredo.
Come on, we're ready to go to the farm.
No.
Okay.
No.
Chinchilla's on the farm, Tom.
Yeah.
I miss my chinchilla. I'd get another one.
I
but-
miss your chinchilla.
Yeah.
Did you have it in the dining room?
Well, if you're,
yeah, at one
now
point
that
in
you're
the family room now.
now
Or
that you're
was.
married, yeah, that's a great idea.
That's not going to go over.
Hey, Andy, listen, we're not going to have a dining room anymore because I'm getting another chinchilla. Oh, no, you'll have plenty of room because I'm moving out.
Are they cuddly?
They can be.
You know, but there's a line or an unspoken what you'll put up with if you're a guy.
Yeah.
Well, she has a chinchilla. Yeah, I know, but man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So good.
It's so good. Well, what am I supposed to do?
No.
Put up with a chinchilla? Don't they howl at night or something?
No, but they are nocturnal, so they're up all night. That's why, yeah.
Andy, there's a reason that we domesticated the dog and the
Well, there are
cat.
dogs that are up all night, too.
That's true, but yeah, there are many that aren't. In any event, there'll be no rabbits at my house. Thank you very much. Now,
Right.
All right.
Write this date down.
no, absolutely, no, there is no way.
Write this down, Hoffy.
No, I knew someone that had a bunch of rabbits, and that house smelled like a barn.
Yeah, rabbits have come a long way. A lot of people have rabbits
No,
now.
well, this one won't.
You know, dogs can be a little fragrant at times.
Yeah.
I've dealt with that.
Especially if they get older in years.
You know, I'm just saying, I'm more of a traditionalist.
Okay.
I did put up with those, what were they? Those swimming turtles for the longest time.
What?
Yeah.
As opposed to the tap dancing turtles.
No, I'm sorry. No, excuse me.
I'd have a couple
turtles.
tap
Aren't they
dancing
frogs?
turtles.
No, sorry. They were frogs.
They were
sorry.
frogs, and they were those creepy white-looking frogs.
They stay underwater all the time.
Yeah, they're so creepy. We got those as a gift one time.
Genetically.
Had them for years.
Who would give that as a gift?
You never give anyone a pet as a gift.
For a little kid.
Give them the weird
Then you can't
frogs.
say no.
And they abandon them after one day.
Yeah.
They never take care of them. So in any event, let's move forward here.
So you didn't run over the rabbits with the lawnmower anymore?
No.
Oh, okay, that's good. Because that'd be a mess.
That would be.
My poor dad did that one day.
You ran over a rabbit with a lawnmower?
No, like the nest of babies.
Oh.
Yeah.
He felt, I have never seen him feel worse about anything ever.
Even
But
after
they-
being in Nam with Charlie, he felt worse about that, huh?
He sure seemed
right.
to, man. He
Okay.
was so bummed.
How do we get it out of
It is funny though you brought that up because I was shocked at how many rabbits I saw yesterday. It was weird.
Yeah, well,
Maybe they know something we don't.
yeah, who knows? But we can move forward from there. Coming up in the news, we have a number of fascinating stories today, including another near-death selfie. I love those. Humanity once again proving that we're all idiots.
Not everybody's the brightest bulb.
Yeah, well, apparently not. And there's certain critters that don't like to be featured in selfies.
Sure. Yeah.
But you don't want to
They
get,
like their privacy.
yeah, you don't want to get too close.
Yeah.
It's their house, you see, when you're out there. What's coming up in sports? Anything interesting?
We had anything interesting. We had the NBA playoffs last night, Tom, and the Indiana Pacers in action at Madison Square Garden. Jalen Brunson had 43, and the Knicks come on late to beat the Pacers, 121-117 last night. A couple of controversial calls. Apparently, there was a tipped ball that the referee said was a kicked ball by the Pacers. Video review showed that it was a hand. He hit it with his hand. But as these things happen, that call was not reviewed. And then later on during the game, DiVincenzo, Mike, Scott, Bill, Steve, DiVincenzo, the Knicks, ran into Miles Turner on a pick. They said Turner was moving. He was not. He kind of was. It's tough to tell. But DiVincenzo, in his credit, really sold it. So they gave the Knicks the ball, and Turner got the offensive foul. So take it for what it's worth.
The conspiracy theory, of course,
Conspiracy
is that
theory
the
is gonna
NBA
be
wants the Knicks to be
Of
on.
course they do.
They want the Knicks to win. We all know
Yeah,
it.
we all
We
know
all
that.
know it, and we live with it.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know what's happened since 1973 or 2, the last time the Knicks won an NBA championship. I'll just leave that with you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So
Been a
the
while.
NBA, evidently them wanting to be champions,
Hasn't really worked out.
hasn't really worked out. Yeah. So, and last night, evidently the Timberwolves are pissed about last year. They let the Nuggets win the championship last year, but that will not happen this year. You heard me. Timberwolves win again last night in a steamrolling fashion. Minnesota 106, Denver 80 last night in Denver.
Whoa.
The brand new Michael Jordan, Anthony Edwards. He had 27. Karl Anthony Towns in the 20s. And, Minnesota leads that series 2-0 with games 3 of both those series coming up on Wednesday night. Tonight, the Celtics and the Cavaliers and who is it? The Oklahoma City Thunder and the Dallas Mavericks this evening.
Cool.
As the NBA.
And big news in space.
No launch, right?
Yeah, no launch.
Yeah.
Starliner. did
Big
not go.
news in space.
Yeah, the Boeing Starliner, which is incredibly cool, did not launch.
It was supposed to launch last night at like 10:51, but they found a faulty valve. They're going to try again Friday, but if it has to be replaced, it'll be pushed to next week.
Oh, they didn't realize that all of this is a colossal waste of funds.
hey. I like the word they use. They use the word scrubbed.
Yeah.
Here's the only reason Tom likes NASA. He thinks it's cool. He thinks NASA is cool.
That is cool.
I'd prefer our government spend their money on cool stuff.
Yes, you're right. Instead of the crumbling,
like
infrastructure
Yeah,
of people.
sure. I don't care. I don't care about proper bridges. I want switchblade combs for everybody.
Oh, boy.
Would you vote for a guy who came out with a switchblade comb and started giving the planks of his platform? So here's what I'm going to do.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's what I'm doing.
So in any event, what is it? Friday, I think they'll launch the Starliner. This is a super cool technology.
Super cool.
I don't know why you don't like this. I mean, you wouldn't be
It's
able
not that
to.
I don't like it.
You wouldn't be able to watch all these TV channels.
That's not true. That's not true at all. It has nothing to do with my argument or Josh's argument. Nothing to do with it. They could have done everything that we enjoy without people. They could have, easily. Monkeys. They could have used monkeys.
That'd be even cooler. If you mention it. I'd love to see that.
And monkeys would have talked a lot faster if they'd have let them do that.
Well, monkey astronauts?
All that money should be going to studying the oceans. That's my argument.
Okay, well,
that's not cool. Oceans are boring.
I think they're
A lot of history.
very fascinating. And
well,
there could be cures to everything down there. We have no idea.
now,
Instead, we're
coming up,
doing what?
Things we learned yesterday.
Whacking in the moon.
Include. We also have whacking news this morning, which we'll be reviewing. And yesterday I saw I think the ugliest creature I've ever seen.
Oh no!
Let's not. Was it after the show you saw it? Because we're going to review what happened yesterday.
No, during just the teaser for the review.
All right.
Right now it's quiz time, ladies and gentlemen.
You have a question for me?
It's time for another round of What Will Chick Pick?
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Here we
Sponsored by our good friends at Silac.
Love those guys.
Ready? And the rules are simple, Chick. You only have 2 possibilities.
Okay.
Okay, this is not an essay question. You either pick A or B. Ready?
Ready.
Question 1A. Scenario A, we'll call it. In retirement, you spend all day stressing out about the stock market.
Oh, I'd like to hear B if I could.
B, you just have money delivered, direct deposited into your bank account.
I'll take B.
Yeah, that's money going. Okay.
B's the choice there, Tom. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, Chick McGee, or should I say, direct deposit, Mr. McGee.
Oh, you mean Double D McGee? That's me. Direct deposit. Double D is retired, sitting around watching the TV. It'll be so different on retirement.
A little bit of shopping online.
Shopping online. There must be a catch, Tom.
No. With Silac, you can become secure in your retirement. You can have downward trend protection without even Wall Street getting wonky on you,
Well, those are some great cans. There has to be, as I said, some can'ts.
Well, I know you can't outlive your money. How about that?
Well, that's
pretty nice.
a sobering thought. All right.
Is it from
Silac, huh?
I'm going to spell it for you. SILAC. Get all the info at SILACINS.com. That's Silac Insurance Company. Silac, that's SILACINS.com. BB&TVIP.com. Find out what you can and can't do and with the cash. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Now, coming up, we're going to be reviewing what we learned in yesterday's show, some very important things. Also, we have a bizarre asteroid story again this morning coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3.
By the way, parents, if you have kids and you have the minivan, make sure there's at least 2 TV screens in the back of that minivan, because God forbid your child might be forced to use their imagination for 20 minutes on the way to elementary school in order to keep them busy. I say much better. Every single moment be spoon-fed by the video god that runs their life. Gee, I wonder where ADD comes from. I can't possibly imagine. I mean, we kept the boy entertained 24 hours a day his entire childhood in front of a television with a remote control and a game console. All of a sudden, he can't pay attention. Oh, great Zeus. Why have you done this to our child? Please send down some of your pharmaceuticals as which to cure the lad. Otherwise, we might be forced to spend time with him, and frankly, he's kind of an idiot. And while you're at it, send me something for my fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome and myriad of other ailments the medical community has convinced me that I have, because as an American, if I don't feel good 24 hours a day, well, there must be a pill I can pop into my face and change my brain chemistry to constantly feel better. Or maybe, and I'm just spitballing here, oh great one, maybe you're not supposed to feel good all the time. Maybe it's supposed to be a struggle to get out of bed every once in a while, and in doing that, it's how you become a better person. When you hurdle that part of your life, then you just create this incredible sense of entitlement, which is what I complain about the rest of the world having. Maybe this ADD thing is kind of overblown. Maybe it's supposed to be harder to read something than it is to watch it on TV, and we have these big, fat, drug-addicted kids that are basically embracing all the worst parts of Elvis Presley. We're not doing them any favors. Maybe, oh great one, the rest of the world isn't the problem. Maybe it's me.
Yeah.
By the way, that bit is entitled Parenting Advice from a Guy That's Never Had Kids.
Hi, this is Christy Lee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Now, Bob has split the hot dog and put the cheese down the middle of the
That's
hot dog.
good. That's fine.
And now you're going to stuff that in the
And I had to surgically remove the end of the hot dog. I circumcised my hot dog.
to fit in the
Did you?
So it'll fit in the bun.
Now, did you?
you want Jimbo to
That
eat
isn't a
your
bun,
hot
though.
dog?
It's a Twinkie. Now, did you
It
take?
is the bun, my
Did you?
friend.
Did you take the cream out of the Twinkie?
No.
No, you don't want to do
nuts?
that. Why would you take the
Why
cream
would
out
you
of the
take
Twinkie?
the cream out?
I'm going to take the Twinkie and shove it in there. Take it, Twinkie. Oh, the Twinkie split open.
Look at that.
Let me see. Hold up your Twinkie. Now, Bob's looks.
Oh, boy.
How does it taste, Bob? Bob is now taking a bite of the cheese Twinkie hot dog.
Say the sacred word, the duck will come down. Give me on it out.
Bob, your thoughts?
That's not bad.
So you've got the Twinkie, which is a cake instead of a bread bun.
It's actually not bad.
Well, Bob likes it.
A little sweet taste, a little salty taste. A little
Holy mother of
cheesy
God, that's
taste.
delicious.
Oh my God! Have we done a calorie estimate on this?
I want to make a point that Bob is using a hot dog to
As a pointer.
As a pointer.
You have got to try this.
Me?
Yes.
Just one
Yes.
little bite.
One little bite.
Just one
over
little teeny tiny bite.
Come on over
Point
here.
your dog at
Come
me.
over here and bite my hot dog.
No, we can do it tomorrow if you want to add bacon. we can make
she's
arrangements.
eating it now. She's eating it now. Oh.
Okay.
Go, baby, go.
I hope none of this creamy stuff gets on your cheeks.
Now, Bob, put your hand on the back of her head. Sorry, I don't know what that was all about.
Don't hold her ears. Just
You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it.
Give me more.
let her put it in her own mouth for God's sake?
Oh yeah.
Sweet and salty, yummy.
Christy, your thoughts, please. Could you get near the microphone and give us your thoughts?
It's not bad.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
It's not bad.
See, how about that?
Bingo.
loved this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
We're talking with comedian Rick Schrader. I'm a stepfather, too, which I've been for a few years now. And if you're not a step-parent, you don't realize the warmth and rewards that you get for the warm, loving feeling. And it's, I hate you. Okay, here's some more money. You're not like my real dad. That's right. You can find me. Track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories.
The Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy's here, and Pat, and Josh is over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
That's right, Chick. Thank you. Mother's Day is Sunday. Go now to Steven Singer Jewelers to order their brand new red wine 24-karat gold dipped rose. Free shipping ends tomorrow. So get on it. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
He's Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Mother's Day just around the corner. Don't forget Mr. Singer. Now, a couple of other interesting things going on. Pat, I've got an update for you coming up in a few minutes.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that you're inspired to do a song based on what Chick is about to tell you in our new early feature, What We Learned on Yesterday's Program.
Okay.
Time now for what we learned on yesterday's program.
Is this our new early feature?
This is our new early feature.
All right.
I don't know
We have
if
a new
anybody
early
told you
feature.
that or not.
Yeah. Get punched in the face.
Wow, if you want to pick up listenership,
That's just
first
a delicate line we all cross. He's like, hey, look, it's really boring if we all agree.
No,
Yeah, but if you disagree, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Do we spin the wheel to see who gets punched in the face, or do you just decide?
The orifice wheel?
Oh,
No, that's a whole different
I don't know where the orifice wheel is. Do you have it?
oh, there we go.
He does.
Christy?
Orifice. Come on, mouth.
Oh, sorry. Anus again.
Anus again.
I love that song, by the way.
Anus again. Naturally.
That's my favorite Willie Nelson tune.
Yesterday, listener won $450. He bet on Mystic Dan in the Kentucky Derby. We also had to slog through Joanne by Michael Nesmith.
Oh, yeah.
Her name was Joanne.
Yeah, why do we have to slog through that?
Because of you lunatic.
Oh, because Joanne was the listener, one of many who said thank you to Mark Klein, our guest on Friday,
That's right.
who gave us 3 good picks for the Derby. 2 of them came in 1 and 2.
Josh really enjoyed the Kentucky Derby. He watched it all afternoon.
Yeah.
And then won $10 on Mystic Dan.
I bet $10.
But you made up your own mind, right?
Won 200. I did make up my own mind. I did. I didn't listen.
Do you want to actually go next year?
Yeah.
I would like to go at some point. Yeah. My brothers and I are all talking about going. So
We can get you set up.
yeah, that'd be fun.
So wear your hats. Wear your hat. Like you guys
have a
could
hat?
go as mobsters.
Dirty hat?
We
and wear
get
those
hats.
kind of hats. And
Oh, that would be cool. The Arnold boys.
Oh, that's right. Dress up. Oh, that's a great idea, Chick.
Yeah.
So you'd have them dress up like kind of gangsters from the 20s?
Yes, I would.
We'd be like the Weasels.
or the Beagle Boys?
There's nothing we can't talk about that he can't drag us back into last century.
Nope.
It just can't happen. There they are, right there.
Never saw
They're the Beagle Boys. Yeah. God, I used to love Donald Duck,
I know you
Scrooge
did.
McDuck.
I know.
And, of course,
What were they?
other
Were they
ducks.
on a cartoon?
Daffy Duck. Yeah, they were in the cartoons.
I knew them from DuckTales. Yeah.
Okay.
They were
I don't
always-
think they were in any Mickey Mouse cartoons. I don't think.
Were they? Definitely a Disney thing.
I don't see them showing up in Cinderella. I don't.
No, but I mean, I had the comic book with Scrooge McDuck would dive into the pool full of coins.
Wow.
Yeah, he was definitely a Scrooge McDuck. Those guys were, yeah.
Of all the comic books that were out when we were kids, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Fantastic Four, Batman.
I had Batman, Superman.
No,
and
you didn't.
Sad
You
Sack.
had Scrooge McDuck,
And Lois
Sad
Lane.
Sack, and the Beagle
And
Boys.
the best of Mary Worth.
Yes, you had the worst comic collection.
that
I'm
was
glad your mother threw them away.
That was the dumbest. I'm so sad about that. But
Did any of you guys buy the old EC comics? The Tales from the Crypt, Haunt of Fear, Vault of...
that's yours. That one you dug.
Oh, that's what... I mean, I wasn't around when they were originally... But yeah, that's what I would have been into.
Yeah, I used to love all those great classic comics, though. No.
All I had were the Archies.
I got a little into the.
That was the only comic book we had.
Yeah?
The Archies. Yeah.
Is that the only one they let you read, the Archies?
Well, I don't know if they let. I
That
think that's the
Jughead
only
sure
one I
was a
liked.
character, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I
boy,
like the
wasn't
one
he?
where he took the hose and took a screwdriver, and you can see him whistling, throwing the screwdriver, and he puts holes in the hose, and then that's how he waters the lawn.
It's smart.
Clever kid.
Yeah.
Clever kid.
Of course, that ruins the hose for next time.
Yeah,
but
sure,
that's Jughead. And he had that weird hat.
I always
It's like
thought
a
Miss
crown kind of
Grundy,
thing,
Miss
wasn't it?
Grundy, the teacher at what the name of that high school?
Riverdale.
Riverdale. I thought Miss Grundy and Jughead kind of looked alike. I thought Miss
Yeah.
Grundy was Jughead's
That's
mom.
fair. But I thought Midge was the hot one.
Sure, everybody thought.
Remember the Lost issue where Midge was poking holes in her diaphragm,
Oh yes, so
trying to entrap the young man
guy?
into a marriage? Yeah.
Archie.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Or who did she date? Midge didn't date
the
Archie.
football player. No,
No,
What's
it
his
was that
name?
football player guy. Yeah, he's right.
Moose.
Moose.
Thank you,
about
Ace.
moose.
Josh caught some bass over the weekend, and apparently, I'm not sure if this happened, offered them to Christy.
Did you fry them up?
You were going to clean them and give them to Christy.
Yeah.
Little cornmeal. What'd you do with them?
I didn't do anything with them. I'm just giving you 3 whole bass.
Okay.
Are they frozen?
From last
They are not
Saturday.
frozen.
Where
No,
are they
so
right
you
now?
better cook them quick.
Yeah.
They're in your fridge,
Today.
right?
Yeah.
No. They've been on my deck. So,
Oh, they're going to be good.
yeah.
You gotta,
Lucky me.
It's like
Yeah.
aged beef.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
A lot of chatter about Tom Brady and the roasts over the weekend from Sunday night. I don't care for roasts. I don't. Maybe it's
And I
not.
don't either. But it's my understanding that
I understand.
Nikki Glaser knocked that out of the park.
Making jokes about oneself is fine, but I don't know. I just don't.
It was huge on all the sports shows yesterday.
This is a shot at me. Did you hear that?
No, it wasn't a shot. It was a fact.
Pat Godwin has been on a nude cruise
Hell yeah.
and played his guitar and told jokes with clothes.
Clothes on, yes.
Clothes on.
And there's another big nude cruise that's been announced.
Yep.
And apparently
Yeah,
the big
Norwegian.
rule is they can't be nude when they go into the ports.
Right.
Right.
You
Some
can't get
ports,
off the
some
boat
ports, yeah.
naked.
Well,
That
yeah,
would
you
be,
can't
St.
dump
Martin, you can
naked
be. St.
people
Martin,
off
you can
into
be.
an
Well, St. Martin-
unsuspecting tourist trap. No.
You can't get off the boat
No,
naked.
no,
you
that's
have
true,
to
yeah.
get to St. Martin and then get naked again.
And I remember the other thing is you have to carry a towel around.
Right. You cannot sit in any of the
One of the dining rooms is a naked dining room.
That's the outdoor buffet, Tom. Yeah.
Okay. You seem to have...
A naked dining room.
No, that's
The soup is hot and deep.
And then, the towel thing kind of bugs me.
why? Would you rather them not have a
It has
towel?
to do with
Just
E.
thinking
coli duty.
Thinking
Did you
about
ever
it.
have to make your kids a sit-upon? Maybe these are the adult versions of sit-upon.
What's a sit-upon?
It was like a
It's like
cushion
a
for a
cushion
chair, but you
when you were a
worked
little
on the
kid,
ground.
Yeah, that kids would nap on, or they would sit in preschool, and you would make a sit-upon. We made them in Girl Scouts.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, okay, but you have to carry around this towel and you lay it down before you sit.
Sure. a
But before you
sit-upon.
sit on it,
Now, wouldn't that be embarrassing if there was a stain on the towel? Would you?
Oh,
Well, I don't
jeez.
think
That's
you
got to
would
be
carry
mortifying
it.
in the naked.
Why would you carry a towel with a stain
You can't
on it?
leave it behind with your napkin. Thank you, waiter. It was lovely.
So what you're telling me is you're sitting down having dinner and you stain your towel?
I'm just saying how embarrassing it would be.
Maybe he didn't wipe well enough.
yeah, he's got a lot of problems with wiping, I think, is what our problem
And
is.
my big problem is that this new cruise is the conga line. Oh, dear God, he got behind Gertrude
Believe me,
again.
they do that.
Dun, 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 dun.
They do?
I've seen that.
Hey,
Oh,
Frosty, you want to take it easy back there?
Hey, your knockers are hitting my ass. Tie those things down, for God's sake.
I didn't think we talked about this enough yesterday, and I'm really still concerned about it. There's a possible pickle shortage, and you guys poo-pooed it. And
I don't like pickles.
I don't know that we gave it the weight it deserved.
You don't like
I
pickles?
love
No.
Of course not. Too much
None at all?
flavor, too easy to
Well,
add.
I like bread and butter pickles.
Just kick your sandwich into the next level.
So this is
Whatever.
because of a cucumber shortage, is that correct?
Yes, in Mexico.
Okay.
Nobody's worried about just the plain cucumbers.
No, the pickles.
Because we're not doing a story about a cucumber shortage.
No.
It's
Pickle
about
shortage.
the
No one
the
would
pickles.
care. I would like to see the percentage of people who don't know that pickles come from cucumbers.
Oh, probably
I would
a
like
lot.
to see that.
Oh, I think
You're
in our-
teaching somebody right now.
Let alone raisins come from grapes. I would like to see. Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
And what about prunes? Where dates come from prunes, or what is it? I forget.
Plums, right?
Plums.
Plums
yes.
and prunes. Yeah. Something
But
like that.
also, we could do a list of stuff you never tried, and then when you tried it as an adult, you went, "Oh my God!"
Your dates in the green room.
The dates, yes.
Delicious.
They're amazing. It's
Never had them
they're like candy.
Yeah.
And by
Nature's
the way,
caramel.
make sure you look at the box because I try to get the pitted dates, but sometimes the box looks just like the ones that aren't pitted.
Except for the word whole being on it. Yeah.
Josh, what did I just say? I said review the box before biting. I think that a group of dentists got together and said, look, don't tell them when they've got the pits.
You know, you're the one that would make one of us lose a tooth. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought those were pitted.
I'm just saying, though, some of the boxes look almost exactly the same.
They do, yeah. They're delicious, though, boy.
They are. But that's one of those things I didn't try till I was an adult.
You should see him. I lived in San Diego. That's the only thing I miss is that dates like that. You go into the grocery store and get like a bag of them.
Oh, man.
Just crazy fresh. And
It's like a candy.
fall right out of the tree.
But but it's back to your news story. There is a pickle shortage.
Yes.
So
and once again, you guys don't want to talk about it.
Do you eat pickles a lot?
I eat pickles every day.
Seriously.
They're good for you.
That's good gut health.
Yep.
Every day.
Oh, okay.
Probiotic for
Give
you.
me a pickle.
We don't have any pickles at our house. I
Well,
guarantee
you're
it.
really missing the boat.
Christy, it's a very big dill.
I get my
Dill, you see.
Dill.
What?
I get my pickles delivered.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah,
Are you-
true. Go ahead.
From where?
Tony Packo's in the Toledo area.
Oh, I think you're kidding.
I thought you were
no.
kidding
The
too.
next time you talk to me about buying Cutco scissors, spending a little more to get better scissors.
So, wait a minute, so these are.
Talk to me about because I know what you're paying for those pickles because I've looked at it.
Yeah.
You're having pickles delivered.
Do they come in a jar?
They come in in 6 jars.
They wrap them in newspaper, put them in a box, and just hope for the best.
They really,
You idiot! What do you think they put them in a jar?
Well, I mean,
It's a box, and you open it up. And
Is it glass? Because they're shipping, obviously.
They're packed very well.
You know they're going to look at glass one of these days, but cardboard jars, cardboard. They're really
these
jars in
pickles are
name
dry.
only.
They're packed. They're packed very, very.
What is the name? What is
Pickles
the brand?
delivered.
Great question.
Tony Packo's. Yeah, they're the
Nice pickles, huh?
These are
They are
the Rolls
delicious.
Royce.
They're a restaurant. Yeah.
It's Klinger from MASH. That's he loved Tony Packo's in Toledo.
Can you
right?
bring in a jar for us to share?
I am between orders right now, and I will. Yes, I'm due because this is what I get my brother Jeff too for his birthday.
So they're dill type pickles, kosher
All
dills?
kinds of flavor. Yeah,
All kinds
sweet
of
and spicy. That
there we go.
Christy,
there you go.
The bread and butter pickles are
Nice.
crazy.
I love
great.
bread.
Now,
and
Christy, do you know the difference
bread and
between a
butter.
gherkin and a jerkin?
We go to lunch?
A jerkin
pretty good.
is the
He didn't
is
hear
the cloak worn by Robin in Batman and Robin.
He's concerned about teaching us about a rock.
That's a jerkin.
yeah.
And a
That little
gherkin,
cake.
Josh, do you want to describe a gherkin?
It's a pickle. Yeah, I don't know what differentiates a gherkin from a.
They're like little baby pickles.
Oh, they are.
Did you hear what Pat said?
No.
When you asked Christy, you know the difference between a jerkin and a gherkin? And Pat said,
You want to go to lunch?
Yeah.
you just went right by it.
He was in
But
teacher's
you were
mode.
obsessed with teaching people about Robin and the jerkin.
What's a jerkin?
It's the cloak that Robin wears.
That little cape? It's a cape.
No, it's not. It's not the
like
cape.
kind of like a jacket.
It's an old Russian uniform thing too. Yeah.
I gotta look at a picture of Robin now. I don't remember what he wore.
Just put in. Robin's not the prime example of a jerkin.
What's the prime example of a jerkin, smart guy?
Read your Tolstoy. It's all over.
Of course. Mr. Pretentious.
A man's short, close-fitting jacket.
Well, I didn't think I'd hear that today. Hey, read your Tolstoy.
No kidding. I thought we got obscure yesterday when I mentioned that
I knew you were
that
gonna be
Russ
extra.
Tamblin's brother Larry was in the Standells.
Why do you think that's intelligent?
Not intelligent,
any
just
way.
an obscure fact.
That's
I'm
what
a big Russ Tamblin fan. He's got a great book out there, Dancing on the Edge. I highly recommend it.
You know who Russ Tamblin is.
Where were
Every
we?
time
He
you
was
read a
riffing
book,
West Side
we get-
Story, you illiterate moron.
Every time you read a book, you thrust it upon us.
Every time he does anything, we have to live with it for 6 weeks.
What did Russ do besides West Side
Nothing.
Story?
He was,
Nothing.
one of-
Twin Peaks.
Zero.
Oh, Twin-
One of the
oh,
last
okay.
MGM players is a fascinating story. He's a fine artist.
They gave him a book deal?
He was in what's it we call it? Twin Peaks. He's in a couple Tarantino movies.
Did you ever see Twin Peaks? You
Yeah.
ever watch a second of it?
About a second of it.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever watch it?
Yeah.
They brought it back.
Yeah. She's wrapped
Gave
in
you a
plastic.
second opportunity.
That's damn good coffee.
Okay. We have coffee news coming up.
Damn good.
By the way. to continue with our format. Have we finished yesterday's show?
Oh, my gosh.
I want to get back to when you asked Josh that if they were shipping the pickles, how they were shipping them.
Well, I was wondering if they were shipping them in glass jars or plastic jars.
No.
Someone I know is on a no plastic kick.
Ah.
Oh, I wonder who that would be.
So all that, what's that stuff called? Tupperware?
You had to get rid of all of that?
That got the heave-ho.
No plastic, huh?
No plastic. This is the kind of thing you'd be into, Pat. All the weird stuff you
All the
eat.
healthy situations.
Yeah, it's. I'm not saying that eating plastic causes a problem, but yeah, that's the new thing, that it's leaching into your food.
Well, of course, we've all read those things.
And what are you
but
putting it
she's
in?
just now getting on that bandwagon, huh?
Ooh. I just recently got a lecture I attended on that. So so these pickles may be something we can get then, John.
Sounded catty.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're tasty.
Okay.
I microwave styrofoam. I got in trouble.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah.
You can't do that, Pat.
I didn't know that.
What else did we learn yesterday, Chick?
We learned that we're going to come back and revisit with things we learned yesterday because we far too much time talking about the Beagle Boys and West Side Story to have any time to continue this. These are real things we talk about every single day.
I think we mentioned the Beagle Boys for the first time. I believe it was last week.
For the first time ever? Is that your contention?
I think so.
No, do not contend that.
Don't you'd be wrong.
And I'll contend that. This is International Masturbation Month. That's continuing.
It is.
I want to tell you about Raycon Everyday Earbuds. They've just launched their upgraded model of the best-selling Everyday Earbuds. Raycon's upgraded every day. You also get active noise cancellation, ergonomic design to fit the widest range of ears, and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with two devices at once, plus weatherproof and sweat resistant. And Raycon's available in a variety of vibrant new colors like blush, violet, forest green, and royal blue. And Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. What in goodness name are you waiting for? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 20% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
I love the Raycon earbuds, love the Raycon headphones, et cetera, et cetera. You will too. Read the reviews. Everybody loves them. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, we have more interesting things that we learned on yesterday's show.
And more Tom Speak.
And, and some fascinating...
Week 2 of Tom Speak continues.
Fascinating things in the news, including something called Ozempic breasts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll see what that means. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morgan Freeman reading Little Miss Muffet sat on the tuffet, eating her curd and whey. Along came a spider.
It's too good.
Down perfect, man.
Can you do Liam Neeson doing one?
3 blind mice. See how they run.
What are they running from?
I'm a man who's kidnapped my daughter.
Right. Do you have any special skills?
I don't know who they are. I don't know what these mice want. But if they're looking for some cheese, I'll tell you this. I'm
loving this.
Pacino and Hickory Dickory?
Hickory Dickory died. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 3 and all went wee. That's wrong. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub.
What were the 3 men in a tub doing?
A butcher, a baker, and a candlestick maker. I know who you 3 are. I know what the 3 of you do. But I'm going to tell you this. This bathtub doesn't have a lot of time.
Comedian. Tim Allen is here.
He goes, oftentimes, you hear this a lot. Yeah, oftentimes the technology they learn here at the race is translated into your family car. I went, yeah, right. This year, the Chevy's offered the Indy Celebrity, a 900 horsepower celebrity wagon. So I'm like, gosh, George, this thing's really got some pickup, doesn't it? I got the kids to school in about 6 seconds. We're having lapping practice next week with all the other girls' PTA. She's running the Offie. I'm doing the Buick. And Betty's got the Chevy High-Tech. I pulled the trailer right out from under the boat, George. This baby's got some guts to it. Love Sears. Do you? It's a Craftsman tool department makes my nipples rock hard. She always figured we should grunt like pigs. The little primate you are. Don't speak to your mother. You grunt like the pigs you are. Ever try to take a steak away from your husband? Here, honey. We're trying to grab meat from a man while we're just like dogs. I like going through the house rewiring stuff. That's my favorite thing. I got one of those big tool belts. Yeah. 2 cordless Makita drills hanging low. But you gotta know how to wear it, otherwise your butt crack shows. You ever know what I'm saying? Hey, what is that? A pencil holder over there, Bob? I'm gonna hike that up. I got some spackle. I'll figure out that butt crack. I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. I'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob. I got kids eating food in this kitchen. Get out of here. Go to miter me a dovetail out there or something, Bob. I just cruise around my house like Bob Vila, with a bad headache. Just looking for stuff. I notice Grandma's easy lift chair isn't moving quite as quick as I'd like it to. So I popped down the hardware store, pick up a compressor, some hose, some coax cable. I wire that sucker up. I forget Grandma lost some weight in the years I look at it. Got the 140 pounds a little too high, isn't it, Grandma? Shot that bitch halfway across the kitchen there. Doilies following her. Sorry, Grandma. I'll dial that baby down as soon as I rewire Grandpa's hearing aid. I got a preamp on that son of a bitch.
Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God.
Now that's manly.
Presiding over a symbolic condom roast in his Catholic church's parking lot in Waterbury, Connecticut. Yes,
I love those.
The Reverend Joseph Looney
Mesquite
protested
condom roast. Very tasty.
I'd like that blackened, please. It makes it look bigger.
And they look so good at a shish kebab, too. A little pepper, a little bell pepper, condom, tomato.
What's the name of this Reverend?
Oh, Reverend Joseph Looney. I'm not kidding.
No. Unbelievable. I'm Casey Kasem, and here's American Top 40. Is it just my imagination, or is my head just a bit too big for my body? And here's my wife, Karima Kasem. Show him the...
In a vandalic horde in Tunisia. Look, I can't just go chasing after some sword all the time. It's not just any sword, Junior. It's Balmung. Balmung. The legendary sword of Siegfried, bestowed by his widow upon Theodoric the Ostrogoth before the slaughter of the Burgundians, and then lost for 1,000 years. Class is like, I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, go find it. Go save the world. We'll be here when you get back. We'll be at the bar, or the speakeasy, or whatever they had back then. Perfect. Class is partying afterwards. Hey, man, what I tell you every semester?
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hunting is huge in Michigan. I don't want to upset any hunters because generally they're very well armed. But I am not a hunter. I don't get the deer hunting thing. I don't understand it. Mainly for this reason. I think it's unfair. The deer hunting season coincides with the deer mating season. Everyone know that? The deer just trying to hook up.
Yeah.
That's not fair. I mean, picture yourself. You're at a bar. It's late at night. Last call. You're sitting there. Somebody sneaks up behind you dressed as a chair.
Right.
Shoot you in the head.
That's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
now,
single?
Lowell, are you a
I'm
single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Wow.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7. 24/7.
Place.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. We're all here. And Tom Griswold has returned. Hello, Tom.
And thank you very much. It's good to be here. We're now still reviewing what we learned on yesterday's show because there was a lot to learn.
There was too much to learn, or we didn't have enough show yesterday.
Remember we learned that there's a group of little leaguers out there in Oregon that are yelling, "Take me like a dog, Elvis."
Oh, yeah. We did
10
learn
to 12-year-olds who...
Oh, that's right. When they do something great on the field.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
like a dog, Elvis.
Where was it?
Pendleton, Oregon.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't quite know what they're saying, but they're saying it.
They hit one of their hits a home run. Take me like a dog, Elvis.
I love that.
Way to go, Tom.
Oh, you're welcome.
Shaping young minds. Oh, yes. Josh brought this up yesterday. I'd forgotten. I'm not sure the name Buck Fudgeman.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I knew him.
Hard to say.
Yeah, it's very hard to say.
Careful.
Yeah, I met him.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. And his roommate, Alpaca.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about alpacas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Alpaca sex.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Alpacas, scientists have discovered.
They
deliver the seed actually into the uterus.
all the way, like
They get up there.
yeah.
Llama baby drum.
Way downtown.
Now, we don't know if that's true of llamas also,
No, we don't
but
know.
it is true for some reason. What an odd thing to get into as a career. You're a scientist studying the reproductive system of an alpaca. Wow.
Yeah.
It's got to be a lot of weird days at the office. Well, put on the goggles. I got to go back down. Got any gloves?
I got to go back down.
A lot of travel for work.
Pat sang a song yesterday about truck spilling a load of beer on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm sure Ventura Highway was used. At some point.
I have to always update that.
Let's see. Pat Godwin and Jeff Oskey are road tripping this weekend, Tom.
That's right. Saturday night, Ilion, New York, and it's the Cacciatore's. And this is like a huge gig. Josh did it last year. There's a whole buffet and a huge show. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah. You guys will bond. You have some nice bonding time
We
in
have
the
lots
car.
of good
Do you guys
stories.
sing? What do you do?
We tell stories.
Oh, okay.
Road stories.
Huh.
Wild, crazy ones.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a podcast story.
Yeah.
Jeff's
Yeah.
got good stories.
There you go. And I have always dreamed of my job is to go to the mailbox and get the check and go back into the house.
Yeah.
So I'd like to thank the nice folks at Silac Insurance.
We've talked about that as your future gig.
I talk about that as my future
By the way, I
job.
got a letter.
Go right ahead.
Do you mind if I interrupt?
Go right ahead. Well, I think we're done with you. What happened yesterday?
I can't see, Pat. Can you move your hand for a second? Oh, okay. You want to explain? Someone wants to know why you have your name tag on your shirt.
Because Christy gave me this for Christmas.
Yeah, so everybody had because you always complain that you can't remember people's names. Tom.
Even the ones you work with for 40 years.
So I bought everybody a shirt with their names on
love
them
that.
so that everybody would have it.
Yeah. And I'm a fan of places where people wear uniforms.
Yes, I know.
Like, just nice to know.
Nice to know who works there and who doesn't.
Yeah. Sometimes you just can't tell. It's very confusing. I think the guy with the earrings, our waiter, I don't know.
The guy with the earring is our waiter.
Now, once again, we reviewed International Masturbation Month.
That was the month of May, correct?
We talked about that again yesterday. And but it's the whole month, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Man, my numbers have been down. I should probably do some work.
Really? Got to get back at it?
Yeah.
What do you average a month?
A month?
Well, it's masturbation.
I'm going to say 12
in fluid ounces.
12 times.
12 times?
12 to 15. Yeah.
And of course, what was it?
It's nowhere near the record.
Was Sunday Jerko de Mayo? Wait a minute. What's that?
Oh, for me, I used to be able to confidently say, probably 60.
Whoa.
Something like that, yeah.
We've got more Tom Speak if you care to dive into that.
Absolutely.
This email, over the weekend, my husband was driving and this incompetent asshat cut us off. I instantly got angry and told my husband, Instead of the word horn, I couldn't think of it, so I said, quick, hit the car screamer.
Perfectly valid. Thank you very much.
Let's see. I worked for my dad a lot growing up. He's a general contractor who builds and renovates homes. He would always refer to a level as a bubble stick.
Oh,
Sure.
I can see that.
Yeah, that
makes
almost
sense.
sounds,
Yeah, I kind of like that one.
Last night, a coworker was trying to ask me for a tool we all use. He asked if I had an angleometer. I said, do you mean a protractor?
Again, very good.
Yeah, I like angleometer better than protractor.
I like this one. Jim from Louisiana, kind enough to write, said, I once couldn't think of it, so I called a rotisserie a chicken spinner. That's sure.
That makes sense.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
The other day, my wife and I were trying to remember what time one of our kids' events were that evening, and I could not think of the word calendar. So I said, well, why don't you just check our life menu?
Life menu.
Well, remember the guy that couldn't remember the time, and he said, how old the day is?
How old is the day?
How old is the day?
That's really poetic.
It is.
That sounds like the title of a novel. How old is the day?
My wife couldn't think of the term pogo stick the other night. Instead, she called them bouncing stilts, to which I replied, God, I love stilts. This house, the Tom disease has taken over that home.
I do love stilts.
My goodness.
They're great.
My wife asked if I knew where the grill tweezers were.
Good.
I said, you mean the tongs? And when visiting relatives, my 5-year-old grandson asked, what's that, pointing to the ham? I said, well, it's ham. It's pig meat. A little while later, my grandson announced that I need some more pig meat.
Very good.
So there you go.
And
Tom is making all of our lives awful.
Way
to go, buddy.
Pigmeat is the name of a famous singer, right?
Well, artist, Pigmeat Markham.
Yeah, Pigmeat Martin. Markham. He was the guy that did the Here Come the Judge.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Okay, thank you, Pigmeat.
NBA playoffs last night. Jalen Brunson had 43, fourth straight game in the playoffs. He's had over 40 points. And the Knicks beat the Pacers in New York, 121-117, not without questionable calls throughout the game. Game 2 tomorrow night. And the Timberwolves go up 2-0 on the defending champ Denver Nuggets last night. They win in Denver. Minnesota 106, Nuggets 80 last night. Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns each in like 29 points. The Arizona Bowl will have a new name for the 2024 football season coming up. It's going to be the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl, presented by Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop.
Well, if anybody knows bowls, I would assume.
What?
And Gin and Juice.
Yeah, sure.
If anybody knows bowls, it's got to be Snoop, right?
Pot.
You mean bowls?
Yeah. I said bowls.
I don't know what you're saying, but it's not bowls. The famed rapper Snoop Dogg and his Gin and Juice can-based cocktail line will be the presenting sponsor of the Arizona Bowl next season. So I guess it's okay to have alcohol as sponsors for the college football games.
This is a first, isn't it?
I did not know that was okay.
I didn't either.
Apparently that's okay now. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's
wow.
This could be the beginning of something big.
Yeah, that's Snoop. He's gonna really. Hopefully, this will put him on.
No, I meant are the rest of the Orange Bowl?
Yeah, it's not the Tito's and Orange Bowl or something.
The screwdriver.
Although that would be the screwdriver bowl.
We'll see. But bowls very on brand for Snoop.
World records coming up.
All right, and. We also are looking for more Tom Speak. You can reach us, Bob and Tom, at bobandtom.com. And a lot of other delights coming up today, including cool robot news. Yeah. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation.
I got a slide guitar. I wrote a song a long time ago called The Lifelong Tiger Fan Blues. I know the Cubs have issues, but the Tigers have had for a long time. And I wrote it when we were like 0 for 19 years. And then we got good in 2006. But then this particular season, 2010 here, we were great. And then we, went off the cliff. So I rewrote it about a week ago. I've been a baseball fan since I was a little boy. I had a bedroom full of little baseball toys, batting a ball and a Wilson glove. Yeah, me and the national pastime, we was oh so in love. Every opening day, oh, I still get that itch. I can hardly wait for that very first pitch. All my hopes and dreams all in place. I get visions of my Tigers in a pennant race. Win or lose, I got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. 2006, we made it all the way to the fabled Fall Classic, only get a St. Louis whooping and our Detroit ass kicked. 2009, we was tied with the Twins. We had to go to Minnesota to lose it again. In 2010, started off with a bang. We was leading the league in everything. Hang on.
It's for you.
Oh, but come the All-Star break, our season's done. Our goose is cooked, oh, they're setting our sun. Win or lose, I get a lifelong Tiger fan blues. Bring back K-Line, bring back Cash, bring back Greenberg, and all them homers each smash. Mickey Cochran, Schoolboy Rowe, Ty Cobb, and Rocky Colavito. Win or lose, got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. And this is the rewrite. First Samaya broke his arm, then Inge broke his hand while Mags was breaking his foot. Gian was pulling his ham. Half of our roster was MIA. Now half of Toledo's been called up to play. I don't believe in fate. I don't believe in signs. And waiting on your destiny's a waste of time. But how the hell else can we possibly explain Armando Galarraga's imperfect game? Win or lose, I got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. Life ain't fair, nice guys finish last. You can't have a future if you don't have a past. Yet still I hope, and still I pray, another World Series gonna come my way. But folks, mark my words and learn this lesson. Cut your losses and count your blessings. Or just like me, you're gonna end up crying while spending Sunday afternoons with the Detroit Lions. I got a lifelong Tiger fan blues.
That's great.
Oh, there's some frustration there.
Jeff Daniels.
The imperfect game.
Well, you know, I was a man about town, and also at the Whiskeyville Country Club and Salad Bar. Of course, the country club, we have our very own swimming pool. And, of course, we had to have a lifeguard for the youngsters there. Well, we hired a young fellow named Biff Whiskey, and he was the lifeguard, you know, at the pool. Well, this young fellow walks up to Biff, and he goes, "Excuse me, Biff, but what's the best way to teach a girl to swim?" Well, Biff says, "Come here, young fella." He goes, "Now, here's how it's done. First, you walk her slowly into the water, all right? Then you put your arms gently around her waist. Then you rub your hands delicately up and down her arms. Then just kind of lean over and softly kiss her on the neck." The young fella says, wait a minute. I'm teaching my sister." He goes, "In that case, just push her in the deep end."
except in Kentucky.
Jeez. I knew I should have held my ears for that.
Thus concludes another exciting
quick episode of Biff Whiskey,
Frontier
Indian.
Lifeguard.
Thank you very much.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. If you're not, you're a communist.
Also joining us in the studio, comedian John Bazar.
Well, I find that now that I need a woman, I mean, integrity, strength of character, honesty, but really the most important thing, got to have a big ass. I may be outside the pale on this one, judging by all the magazine covers I see, but I'm done with these ectoskeletal, wafer-thin, rice cake chomping chicks with the Ally McBeal arms and those heroin-looking legs. Yeah. Even the three little pigs knew you don't build something out of sticks if you're going to spend any time inside.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk. Yes, sir. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Chicky.
I'm Chick McGee. Struggling a little bit. I'll tell you here in a second. There's Tom today.
Well, I'll let you...
I've got a tooth going bad here in the back, Tom. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, buddy.
I'll let you reload for 1 second because, Pat, I've got an update for you, buddy.
Load it up, baby.
We had a story, or I was thinking about this, the big Met thing was last night, the Met Gala.
The Met Gala.
And all these crazy outfits.
I'm guessing you don't care
a
for
lot
the
of
Met.
nudity this year.
The Met Gala.
Yeah, I saw that.
By the way you said it.
I'm sure it's fun.
It's like I stepped in a pile of dog crap.
But it was it was full of glitter.
I'd rather spend a night at the Hanoi Hilton than go to the Met Gala.
But my point is about there's a lot of dumb stuff in fashion. And the dumbest thing I've seen this year are those pants that are pre-pissed. I mean, we're not making this up. They had the thing where for $1,000 you could buy a pair of jeans that were all ripped.
There's no other way to put it. They're pre-pissed.
Yeah, it looks like you've pissed your pants. And this was a thing. Well, the update on the story is, Pat, they sold out.
You're kidding.
Right.
So I know that you were working on a song about this. So
yeah, a listener actually emails me and says, you missed an opportunity here, and they're absolutely right. There's a song that we've had a lot of fun with, and I completely missed this.
Oh, what's that?
So here we go. Last fall in Milan was a man on the runway. He was wearing a pair of jeans with a wet spot on display. Looks like the model pissed his pants. Dumbest thing we'd ever seen. But they're a hit, all sold out in those yellow pissed-on jeans. Who is buying these yellow pissed-on jeans? Yellow pissed-on jeans. Yellow pissed-on jeans. Who is buying these yellow pissed-on jeans? Yellow pissed-on jeans. Yellow pissed-on jeans. There you go, Aaron.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it's hard to believe.
Yeah.
What's next?
It's fashion.
Period panties? Hey.
Boy. You know, I'd say, oh, that's ridiculous. If it were, you know.
Yeah, this is...
There really is a chance.
Genius.
Yeah, anything to get publicity. It'll be pants with no crotch.
Oh, those are called chaps.
Yeah, they are crotchless and assless. That's true. All chaps are assless. We forget that.
Oh. Then maybe they'll make those full chaps.
Assful chaps?
Assful sounds like some kind
those
of
are just jeans.
like some pharmaceutical company.
I have an asphalt.
New from asphalt. From the people who rock. How's that tooth over there? That help any at all?
Yeah, that got me right back where I need to be, Tom.
Sorry.
Thanks.
So sorry.
Just chew some aluminum foil.
Oh.
New research indicates that watching sports might actually be good for your health.
Is that right?
What do you think of that? For the study, researchers, a pattern of elevated well-being associated with regular sports viewing. Sports such as soccer or football exerted a more significant impact, this must be worldwide, on enhancing well-being compared to less popular sports such as golf. The brain activity of people as they watch sports clips, although I've watched a golf tournament every now and then, and it really is relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should do all the sports like that. Yeah. Here comes Tom Brady, deep downfield. That's a touchdown. All right.
And go the opposite way for golf. Have the soccer guys.
It's in the hole. This research that it's good to watch sports on TV was conducted by Sport Management Review. Whatever that might be. And speaking of sports on TV, there's a new documentary.
I had the
out this
opportunity
weekend.
to see the world premiere of Full Court Press, which is a documentary series on ABC, ESPN Plus that Peyton Manning's company, Omaha Productions, produced, featuring Caitlin Clark, Kiki Rice of UCLA, and Camila Cardoso of South Carolina. It's going to be awesome, and I really enjoyed the first episode. It'll air on ABC. The first 2 episodes on Saturday at 1, and then the episodes 3 and 4 Sunday at 12:30 on ABC.
Kiki
Rice.
Kiki
Rice.
Caitlin Clark and Camila Cardoso.
There was a Caitlin, there was a Camilla, there was a Kiki, there was a Juju, there was
wow.
There's a lot going on there.
Those are beautiful names.
Yeah.
So many more women's college basketball stars than men's basketball stars this year.
All right, and
it's just the beginning.
But the overall point of this news story is that watching sports can be good for you.
Sure,
especially if that parlay comes in, right, Josh?
That can be quite good for you.
Sure, a lot of horse racing.
You're talking about betting, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
That's I think it's safe to say that's increased quite a bit, and it certainly adds to the to one's interest in watching a sporting event. Don't you think?
It can, for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I wonder if there's a psychological issue if you have a team that is terrible consistently.
Oh, if that is bad for like your mental health.
If
right. Those folks are more depressed.
Yeah, it
that
bums
kind of
you
thing.
out. Yeah.
If you're a loyal Carolina Panthers fan,
It's got to be tough.
Yeah. It can be difficult. But this is good news.
And a weird owner.
Watching sports can be good for you. Happy to know that.
A couple more Tom Speaks before we get to the world record. My little brother couldn't think of the word ladle. So instead he said, hey, hand me the Big Dipper spoon.
Yes.
Great.
The other day I could not find my headphones. I wear the over-the-ear kind, so I asked my kids, did one of you steal my music earmuffs?
Very good.
My wife wanted to go kayaking on a local canal, and I couldn't remember the word for kayak, so I asked her if she wanted to take a tiny banana boat to the river road. And let's see, while working on some electrical cable, my coworker wanted me to pass the heat gun, but he said, hey, pass me the burn pistol. I like that, the burn pistol.
Very good,
Tom. And that brings us to Stupid World Record. A group of French bakers have claimed the Guinness World Record title for the longest baguette.
Oh, really?
Oh.
See, but this doesn't count.
Why not?
Because they're going to put a lot of little baguettes together. This isn't one long baguette.
See, that's not
certainly
fair.
doesn't.
This is messing with the rules.
Yes, but
this is cheating.
I feel like we would get this record after we read the record for French engineers to create world's longest oven.
Oh, that's true. It might be a little hard.
That would be hard.
I can see.
Are you sure that it...
Why couldn't they run it through that conveyor belt thing like they used to have?
Like in
at
Quiznos?
Quiznos.
I thought that's how they did this.
There's nothing in the story that says that's not all one piece. Bakers from France created a baguette measuring 461 feet long, about 235 times longer than a baguette. They successfully reclaimed the title from Italy. The record-breaking baguette was made during an event to the French Confederation of Bakers and Pastry Chefs and giving up. So,
boy, I like this.
I threw giving up
competition though. Who has the better bread, the Italians or the French?
Oh, boy.
Boy, I don't
That's
know.
really
French
interesting.
bread to
Boy, the
begin with,
French,
too.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, but Italian bread's pretty good too.
I can't tell from the photograph of this if it's a bunch of pieces of bread just stuck together. That makes no sense. It looks like one continuous piece of bread.
baguette.
That can't be one continuous baguette.
I think they run it through some kind of oven.
I want a piece of it so bad. Look at how crispy it looks, and you know it's soft in the middle.
I love baguettes.
Boy, that chef there in that picture, he's seen some stuff, huh?
He's had a hard day. 1,000-yard stare.
Crispy enough. That was this. Of course, I was a sniper in Afghanistan.
So that's longer than a football field.
We lost 4 men making this baguette.
That's right.
That looks like fun. Nice.
2 were sucked into the conveyor.
I was picking up.
Keep baking.
I was picking up a sandwich at Jimmy John's over the weekend. I think the guy in front of me had one of those party subs that length.
Oh, really?
Man, judging by the amount of time I was standing there.
Yeah. That's grad party time. That's a big deal.
Yeah, you're there. It's someone's little league team is just they got their order coming in. Well, that looks like a cool record. I cannot tell. It doesn't. I've read another version of the story. It doesn't say if it's one long piece of bread. I think it would have to be. They can't just shove.
I know, but they have before, haven't they?
Certainly have before.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I hope they served it to somebody.
I'm sure.
But think about it. They can't. They don't have a oven that's 500 feet deep.
Right.
But it could pass through an oven.
Certainly.
You know.
You think there were some French pigeons looking at that, going, "All right, boys, this is our day. We've been training for this.
Be patient, boys. Just be patient.
Don't start the aerial bombing. Okay. All right. Well, now, coming up, Christy Lee, what have you got over there?
Coming up, we have Would you be aroused by a robot?
Would be. You mean have been?
Selfie.
Will be again.
We have a tourist who had an incident with a bear. What else do we have? Oh, there was a guy that walked into a Tiffany store and swapped out rings, $225,000 ring.
Oh,
the old switcheroo.
That's a good idea.
Yes. He got caught.
None the wiser. Oh.
Have you ever used the term the old switcheroo in actual conversation? I don't think I have. The old switcheroo. I've never done that.
Well, our opportunity apparently is coming up.
All right.
We'll look forward to that. Speaking of coming up, it's Mother's Day. Steven Singer Jewelers wants it covered for you. And the clock is ticking. Mother's Day is coming up Sunday. And we've got just the solution for you. Among other things, the red wine rose. This is a rose that lasts forever because it's real rose dipped in 24-karat gold. And it's this year it's called the red wine because of the beautiful color of those petals. They're a deep, deep burgundy color. Mm-hmm. And then the leaves are, of course, a forest green. These are famous roses from Steven Singer. He does a new one pretty much each season. And the red wine one is available for $69.95 right now. It comes in a beautiful box. Free shipping. Today's the last day for that free shipping if you want it to arrive on time for Mother's Day. So get it put together. And once again, you just go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Also, of course, those special bracelets, the At Last bracelets, one of the delightful presents you can get for one of those moms in your life or for all of them. Bracelets, earrings, etc., etc. And, of course, the beautiful red wine rose from Steven Singer Jewelers. There's even stuff for your dog to give that mom. That's right. Steven's a dog guy, just like we are. Get all the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. Don't forget, free lifetime guarantee, of course, a beautiful box, a beautiful personalized gift message, and free shipping today. So, as they say, get her done today. Thank you very much. IHateStevenSinger.com. Also, coming up, we have a brand new vodka and something called Ozempic breasts. Well. Is this some kind of a bonus? We're going to find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Augie Smith, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Rolling through a Tuesday morning. We don't talk about this much, but you can treat yourself to a VIP membership at bobandtom.com. If you love the Bob and Tom Show, how about full access right now? Check out the Bob and Tom VIP Premium service.
Hi, it's Josh Arnold from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
A lion. I've always said
You want a lion?
I would I know this is crazy that I thought about this.
What now?
I would never go into the wilderness and get and have a lion because they belong.
Right.
That's where they belong.
But if somebody like maybe they worked at the zoo and there was a lion and it had to live in a house, but it had to be sedated all the time, and I
How
could
about raised
squeeze
from
it.
a cub? I'm raised from a cub and
Yes.
know you. And...
I would love a lion just because they're so cute. I would just bite them all the time. Their face, that little
They
nose.
bite back, believe it or not. Yeah.
You know,
And their
dogs.
teeth are bigger.
Nick has raised a very interesting point.
What?
Which is the essence of it. I think you said just because you like something, you don't have to have it.
Well, I've always been, somewhat controlled by my finances, so there's a lot of stuff that even if I did want, I couldn't have.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I literally, and I have panic attacks. Well, I'll get done with the workout and I go, I want to go get one of those really nice, like $6 smoothies, and I'll think about it for like, should I treat myself? Am I worth it?
Yes, Nick. You're worth $6.
You know, it says something. You think? I think in my head, I'm probably the only one doing this.
Right.
I was at Whole Foods, and they had these like expensive lemonades. I don't know how to explain it, but the tops were the type where it had a metal top, and you would pull it open, and it would be a rubber seal like the old days.
Oh, yeah,
and it was like a little bit extra. But I had friends coming in from out of town, and I know this is crazy. I thought it'll look good in the refrigerator, And I was at Whole Foods, and I bought milk in the glass. I wanted it to look, I wanted it to look like my home. It was a home, like my mom's house.
Right.
Yeah.
So I walked over and I went to buy it. It was $2 more than regular lemonade. Then I walked away. And then I went back. I went, what are you doing? You are a full-grown adult, and over $2, get the goddamn lemonade. Well, it worked, because I'm not kidding you, but the outcome is how I reacted. My sister-in-law was there, and she opened the refrigerator, and, I go over, all my brothers are married, their refrigerators are filled with, so she opens up, she goes, oh, fancy lemonade. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't act like, I acted like, yeah, that's the type I buy.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. Totally worth it.
Yeah. As I only half it's there, I left the other half in the rolls and it's spoiled. I'm having the Rolls Royce fixed. Well, that's why I'm driving this.
I would have got the milk in the jug, but my lion ate it. So.
Yeah, my lion likes it out of the glass.
That's right.
Yeah.
We all do weird things.
Greece. While preparing for the first modern Olympics, organizers were forced to eliminate a track and field event. In what will surely go down as the biggest bloodbath in Olympic history, runners from 5 teams were injured at the initial time trials of the 100-meter razor hurdles. 4 of the 5 athletes would never compete again. However, Austrian hurdler Klaus Kleinendorfer went on to be a silver medalist for the women's team as Gretchen Kleinendorfer.
Thank you very much for this.
Thank you for this medal.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Sound like Paul Hammett. There you
go. You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
Why? They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone took it.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of legal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please. And 40 beers.
Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian, but I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life, so when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut. I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut. All right, let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. In fact, you're happy to see me. Let's try a topless. Action.
They don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
We're a team. Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom. How are you? How you doing,
great.
buddy?
I got a request right here.
You do?
I would like to see some documentation.
Let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. By a demand of one audience member.
Oh, good.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Jake.
Yes, Ace.
What kind of exercise do lazy people do?
What kind of exercise do lazy people do? I don't know, Ace. What kind?
Diddly squats.
How many diddly squats did I do yesterday?
Diddly squats.
How many?
So many.
Thank you very much, Ace. That was lovely. The Ace Cosby joke of the day brought to you by the Sleep Number Bed, ladies and gentlemen. We all love our Sleep Number Bed. Maybe get a double dose of the Ace Cosby joke of the day today in honor of the fact that it is, in fact, Tuesday.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Right now, we turn to Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What's happening over there?
A recent study revealed some get aroused when they touch the private areas on a robot.
Oh, no.
What?
That's why I've been asked never to go back to Disney World.
Researchers programmed a human-shaped robot to ask volunteers to touch it.
Oh, yeah.
Volunteers were fitted with sensors to record skin conductance and reaction times, while areas such as the hands resulted in little emotional response. More private areas, like buttocks, elicited psychological and emotional arousal in some participants.
Oh, boy.
The response was the same as what would happen if another human asked the participant to touch them. The robot was described as appearing somewhere between C-3PO and Wall-E, of course, but it's distinctively non-human.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
It's not like one of those real girl things.
No.
Yeah, wow.
Not like a sex robot?
No, it was more of a robot.
More like, what's her name, Rosie from the Jetsons?
Maybe.
So they just couldn't help the fact that they were aroused.
Even though that's weird.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, so let's say you saw a sculpture.
Yes.
And you touched its butt. I would imagine it might be the same thing for some.
Michelangelo's David's got a nice butt.
I mean, look at how flustered you are even just talking.
Okay, I
couldn't even say it.
I just found it. Yeah, this thing is it looks like a toy robot, but it does have feet and knees and elbows and hands.
Does it have a butt?
In this particular photograph, it's sitting on its butt. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's definitely not. It's not one of those sex dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Huh.
Because that would make sense. You would obviously be aroused if you touched that.
I don't think this isn't necessarily fair. You're the brain. You can't help but you touch anything.
Especially if it's described, someone says to you, okay, touch its buttocks.
Right.
Right.
Just hearing the word buttocks, you might think something might click.
I don't know.
No, I always get is R2 the one that looks like the trash can that runs around?
Yeah.
And C-3PO is the one that...
The tall one.
Right.
Yeah,
the gold
one.
The gold one.
Yeah, with the light touch, if you will.
That's right.
Very funny, very funny. But this is more of Rosie from the Jetsons.
Yes.
Which is, I know, one of your great impressions, Josh. I always enjoyed that. The Lost episode of the Jetsons, what happened?
Where Rosie and George were having an illicit sexual affair. It was just... Hey, Mr. J, the new suck nozzle has arrived. Shall I? Well, gee, Rosie, go ahead and put that on. I wouldn't mind. Giving that a whirl.
I heard you've been working with Mr. Spacely. What the hell's going on here? I thought we had a thing.
Spacely Sprockets and Cogswell Cogs.
Yes.
Boy, and if that wasn't a true satire of corporate America, just calling it Cogs.
Researchers at the University of Texas at Austin have created stretchable electronic skin that could give robots the human-level touch sensitivity.
Oh, man.
eSkin technology senses pressure from contact, letting the attached machine know how much force to use to grab an object or touch a person. Scientists envision applications such as medical care, where robots could check a patient's pulse, wipe the body, or massage a body part.
Wipe the body?
Yeah.
Well,
that would be nurses everywhere would be like, thank you.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But still, something goes wrong.
You got sexual misconduct charges. That robot violated me.
Oh, boy.
You liked it. Next time, don't wear a robe that's open in the back if you don't want it. That's how they come.
You know you.
I'm so sorry. I finished first. Must go wipe off. I need to go to room 7, disappoint another woman.
Yes.
So this is, we've had another story about this before. This is a real serious research that kind of making artificial skin.
That is interesting. I mean, surgeons could maybe find some use out of that.
Yeah.
I guess the idea would be that it could grab something and know when to stop applying the pressure.
Yes. Until it goes wrong.
Yeah, something goes wrong and squeezing you like a banana, and your flesh starts oozing out.
I don't stop till I get a gallon. I love that joke.
Continuing with our medical hunk, scientists say teens who are popular in school tend to sleep less than their less popular peers. 1,300 teenagers were asked to nominate up to 3 friends, and those receiving the most nominations were defined as more popular. They found that those teens slept less than their peers, with the most popular sleeping up to 27 minutes fewer a night. Insomnia symptoms were particularly acute for popular girls. You can find out more about this in Frontiers in Sleep. Boy, that sounds like a great journal. But this makes so much sense to me.
Oh, yeah?
Because if you're really popular, you're going to be on social media all night because people are DMing you or talking to you or sending you emails or texting or whatever.
And you don't need any beauty sleep because people keep telling you how great looking you are.
Well, there's that.
Well, maybe that's the opposite, though. Maybe people keep telling you how beautiful you are, and so you feel like you have to get up early and do all this stuff.
Well, that could be too.
To maintain that. Also, I'd be interested, the less popular kids, if they're sleeping more because that's what you do when you're
depressed.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if that has something
When
to
you
do
have nothing to do, you're going to sleep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, I feel for kids.
I do too. What a tough way to grow up with social media. You
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
have
Because it
that.
was tough for all of us. And
Right. But
imagine, we didn't have that ad.
And we don't like to tell you, doing this particular weird job, get some sleep while you can.
Yes.
Yeah. It really is the number one health thing.
Yeah, wake up, and then when you have kids, sleep, forget about it.
Yeah.
There's that short era of your life in which you never get any sleep. So that's really interesting. All the crazy stuff going on with social media. Mm-hmm. I wonder how much of the extra time is spent on social media for the so-called popular kids.
How much? All of it, probably. Yeah.
Tough. Man, it's tough.
Some women out there are reporting an unusual phenomenon they are calling Ozempic breasts after taking the weight loss drug. Doctors say it's normal for breasts to shrink and even sag as someone loses weight and the fat tissue in their breast diminishes. Don't we all know that? However, there are women who say their breasts have ballooned in size while taking Ozempic.
Are they on the Ozempic payroll, by the way? hey, fellas, she's thinner and has bigger boobs. Oh, I'm in.
In one Reddit thread, a man said his wife did not appear to be losing any weight, but her breasts appeared to be getting larger. According to the Daily Mail, one theory is that as people become skinnier, their breasts simply appear bigger. Another theory, someone loses weight, their cells release estrogen, which causes a hormone spike in the body, which of course would cause your breasts to swell.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Is there a category in the Pornhub roster now for Ozempic breasts?
I don't.
I don't know.
Don't they have categories for everything?
If they don't, it's only because it's too soon, I would think.
Well, if a similar thing happens to men in the male member area, hey.
Yeah, you think there's a shortage of Ozempic now. Wait.
Yeah. What do you mean? Ozempic?
Yeah.
What? Oh, dear God.
Uh-huh.
Sign me up.
I've heard about Ozempic face. That's been a thing lately.
Yeah.
Like the sunken cheeks, right?
Yeah, really sunken. Look at Sharon Osbourne.
Just what happens when you lose weight too quickly, right? It's
probably.
So, are there photographs of the Ozempic breasts?
I have not seen them, and I haven't searched them out, I'm sure.
If you're suffering from that, please send them to Josh. He can help you build your, what is it called, OnlyFans page?
Oh, yes. I'm going to go to your Pornhub here and see if
oh no,
Ozempic even comes up. I'm sure.
Oh, I bet it
even a
does.
scenario such as
have to be
Giving her a shot? I don't know. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's a turn on.
Now, Pat, I want to remind everybody that you are going to be on the road this Saturday with Jeff Oskey. You guys are going to be in Ilion, New York. Saturday night, and it's a buffet, the whole deal at Cacciatore's.
Yeah, little band before us.
Nice.
Whole night.
Boy, I wish I could go.
You can come with us if you'd like. We'll pick you up at 4 a.m.
No.
Hey, you'd be in the back seat, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. It's Mother's Day weekend. I got to be
It
with
doesn't
my
sound
girls.
like she really wants to go.
But that reminds me that we are going to be on the road with everybody. Coming up, we're going to be in Iowa. To be precise, Osceola, Iowa, where the Lakeside Hotel Casino is. We'll be there early in the morning on Friday, June 14th for a live broadcast. It's free to come hang out if you want. And then that evening, we're going to do a regular comedy show, some stand-up. If you've never seen a stand-up show, come and join us for this one. And I assume it'll be the usual regulars. It'll be, let's see, me and Josh and Pat and Jeff Oskey. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Willie.
And Willie's going to be there. That's right, Willie G. And we hope to see you there. Details are at lakesidecasino.com/casino. And it's hosted by 95 KGGO, Des Moines Classic Rock. So we hope to see you there. We'll keep up to date on that and keep giving you details on the forthcoming show. But right now we return to the news desk with Christy Lee.
Researchers have developed a new medicine that would make, Researchers have developed a new medication that may become the first FDA-approved treatment to help folks quit vaping.
Oh.
The plant-based medicine called cystocilline was the subject of a clinical trial.
Wasn't that a Pam Grier movie?
Cystocilline.
That is an excellent joke. Cystocilline.
It's actually probably cytisocilline. I don't know. Participants receiving this medication were more than twice as likely to have successfully abstained from vaping than those taking a placebo.
Does it make you less of a douchebag?
I don't know about that.
All people who douche are douchebags? No. Who vape are douchebags, Tom?
You call them vapors? Well, hey, look at those smokers over there. Do you say, hey, there's some vapors, or do you say vapists?
I'd say vapors.
You probably don't say vapists.
You probably don't say vapists.
Serial vapists.
Yeah, no, you don't do that. I didn't realize it until I said it.
With no FDA-approved
Glad I was here to witness that.
For vaping cessation, researchers said this might be an option to fill the gap and help adult vapors stop using e-cigarettes.
Oh, the vapors.
The vape. I call it the vape.
Maybe it's the fact that they are flavored like, what is it, cotton candy?
Yeah. Blueberry muffin. And,
Didn't they get rid of those
Maybe
flavors?
that's part of the issue.
That was part of the plan. I don't know if they're still available anywhere or not, but essentially anything kids like.
Yeah.
Nothing like getting rid of them and causing a demand.
I don't know if those are still available.
I don't know.
Wasn't that the thing? Weren't they, peachy keen and
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
a flavored vape? So, is this on the market yet?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. It was just one clinical
And
trial.
what's it again? Cystocilline? The
That's
new
what I'm calling it.
Pam Grier movie.
Cystocilline.
That sounds. That sounds.
It's probably CY, or yeah. And then we're going to wrap up our medication hunk with
good.
ADHD. Often goes undetected, apparently.
What about that ADHD story?
It goes undetected in adults and may be wreaking havoc on their lives.
Nachos are good.
Yeah, right?
Right.
And when are you going to do your medical hunt?
A study published in the journal Psychiatry Research estimates that about 3% of adults have the neurodevelopment disorder.
Of a baby. Oh.
However, only 10 to 25% of adults with the disorder obtain an accurate diagnosis and proper treatment. When ADHD goes unrecognized, adults struggle with the disorder and are often attributed to other problems like anxiety, depression, and substance abuse, which can all be exasperated by untreated ADHD.
Huh.
What's the test like?
There's a quarter.
Huh?
Nothing. See?
It's got to be. It's one of those hard things to pin down, I imagine.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how they.
I don't know how they determine.
I
if you
don't know
have
how
ADHD.
someone would look at you and be able to come up with any sort of diagnosis because you're so scattered. I don't think you're. I don't think you're capable of actually participating in any sort of exam. I don't think, especially a mental health history. I don't think you could do it.
I mean, is it like a quiz?
Maybe, yeah.
Or
Maybe there be a few different tests. Yeah,
tests.
Puzzle. They may give you a puzzle,
Right.
and they see how long you can actually, if you walk away from it. You know what I mean? They may.
I think if they ever come up with a tangible test, then they might be able to tell. But I don't think they could.
How long can you focus on the crossword puzzle?
Until it's done?
Oh, yeah.
The long form, not the short form one. You
That's
can
not
sit
true.
down and do the whole crossword puzzle without getting up or doing.
Typically, if I can get it done, yeah.
Okay.
Can
Then
you
it
watch an hour?
times you.
That's not the mini.
In this room, can you watch an hour of television without looking at your phone? And I don't mean because you are curious about what your kid's calling or something.
Right.
I mean,
absolutely.
You see, I can't.
Okay.
That's why I like going to a movie theater because I can actually watch an entire show.
Yeah, but you're guilty of taking your phone out.
Look
You
at
hate
your phone.
you hate all movies, and
No, that's not true.
You look at your phone in the movie theater, right?
the happiest I've ever.
You know
seen
what? He
you.
didn't. When he and I saw the Churchill movie together, I don't remember you taking your phone out.
Very rarely do it.
Yeah.
Well, it was peer
And like
pressure.
when that movie Argyle, I took it after 10 minutes because it was such a cineturd that I had to do something interesting. So I read my email and read the Wall Street
Not that
Journal, the New
bad.
York Times, the Washington Post.
Not that bad.
Oh, that's a terrible movie.
I was glad I
If
wasn't.
you find yourself
sitting by
liking
you.
that, you better check your standards.
It's not that
No, it's not that bad. I mean,
It is that bad.
I kind of like having low standards.
Josh, I'll give you $50.
I enjoy more.
I don't think you'll be able to sit through it. It's so bad.
The second half is pretty bad.
It's not bad where it's funny bad. It's
Right.
just bad.
Second
where
half's
it's
where it
bad.
picked up. Is what I thought.
All right, good
One
luck with
man's
that.
garbage is another man's treasure.
There
huh?
you go.
So the point of this thing is that people should to find out if they have ADHD and maybe help them get properly treated. It's handy in this job not being able to focus on anything because you can just keep jumping around like we do.
Yeah.
Right, Pat?
Oh, yeah, on
Is
stage.
that what you tell yourself?
I jump around on stage.
Yeah, it's handy.
I don't know about that, man.
You find it handy not being able to focus and keep moving
I have
on?
it pretty bad.
Keep moving forward.
You do think you have it, Pat?
I do.
Do you have a song about it?
Yeah.
Pat has everything. If you talk about it, Pat
has it. Yeah.
Do you have a song about ADD?
Pat's got an Ozempic breast.
ADHD.
My ex, we'll call her Kimberly because that's her name.
Yeah.
She thought that I had ADD and could never finish a love song for her. And then she said a lot of other stuff I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, I finally did finish that love song for her.
Well, we'd like to hear it.
Here we go. I love you, baby, and I always will. I want you for the rest of my... Damn, Christy looks hot today. Life. Oh, my heart is pounding. Time stands still. Hey, look, I found a guitar pick on the floor, Tom. Together we'll be man... I could use that later. Man and wife. Focus. We've been together all through thick and thin. When I met you, baby, my life... I want you for the rest of my life. Life, that was a cereal. Remember?
Oh, yeah, Mikey likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, who made that? There's a game of life, too. Milton Bradley. Milton Bradley. Milton's a weird name, isn't it? Yeah. Who calls her? Concentrate. We'll have today and tomorrow, too. Because, Josh, do I still owe you $40?
No, you're good, man. We're square.
Because I love you. See, I can finish a love song.
I
There
bet
you
she
go.
was very flattered by it.
That's very nice, Pat. Thank you very much. Little tribute to ADD. What's coming up, Christy?
Coming up, killer asteroid hunters. We have naked woman in Florida. We have a tourist mauled.
Oh, boy.
Trying to take a selfie.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's what happens.
Fin the herd.
We have a story for you, Josh. We have a guy who says he's a time traveler.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
About time.
We need to listen to him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is he from the past or the future?
Oh, well, you're going to find out.
Probably the future.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Let's see, that's Bob. I'm Tom. Chick McGee's over there at the Quality Drivers Sports Desk. Christy Lee, future truck driver.
That's me, baby. I'm going to be driving the big rigs.
We're going to get Christy over to Quality Drivers and learn how to drive the big rigs. Comedian Justin Willman has joined us in the studio.
Hello.
You may have seen him on Ellen. You may have been at the White House when he was there.
It's amazing.
He's here in the studio.
I was being dragged out of the White House when he was there.
Were you wearing a cape?
I wasn't supposed to be there.
I was not.
Did you ever buy a cape? Did you ever?
Gotta have a cape.
Oh man,
no cape.
It's
How about
a little on the nose for me. Like
top hat?
A top hat. I do own some top hats, but I'm trying to help.
Magic wand? Do you have a magic
that
wand?
image?
Magic wand?
I don't have a magic wand.
The tuxedo and the cape is traditional.
Those are the. I thought they required accoutrement for a musician.
Magician.
And a musician as well. But I had that phase. We were talking about Lance Burton off the air. I had that Lance Burton phase where I would put that tuxedo on and make doves appear. But there's something about like when you're 14 and owning a tuxedo that just doesn't seem right.
You have to take care of the doves too.
And the doves, yeah.
A lot of work when you're 14.
You know what doves eat? Dove chow.
Dove chow. Purina Dove chow.
Purina Dove chow. I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they make it.
Now, you were a longtime host on television of Cupcake Wars. Which is now on Netflix.
It is. It is. The war rages on now. Yeah.
9 years of production on the Food Network.
9 years.
Wow.
That might be America's longest war.
But you're a very slender man, so you never ate a cupcake.
Diabetes won the war, sadly, in the end.
Now, it's my understanding we're going to try to do another magic trick on the radio.
That is, your understanding is correct.
Since we don't know what you're going to do. Is this the kind we can do?
I thought this would be interesting for the listeners. This is a lucky die I have. I'll show, and we're filming this, so if they wanted to watch it later on,
this is a pretty big die.
They could. 1 through 6. Do you want to hand that to Bob down there?
To me? Oh, all right.
Let me tell you. There's something strange about this.
Does that feel weird, Chick?
No, not at all, actually.
This feels like a regular die.
So, Bob, think of a number from 1 to 6. Don't say it, but turn it so that number's up, and then put your hand on the die.
Okay.
And tell me when you got a number that you like.
My hand
in there.
My hand is on the die.
Hands on the die, right? Okay. So it's a number from 1 to 6. I want you just to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, monotone. And then we'll see if I can pick it up in your voice. Maybe the listeners will hear it as well. Just a tell, if you will.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow, it was subtle. It was subtle. I'm going to say, because, that was funny, but I think the number you sped through was 2. I think it was 2. Is it 2?
It's 2.
It is 2. Okay. Because he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is kind of a misdirect. Now maybe that
Warlock!
He's a warlock.
Okay, how the hell that him?
How did he do that?
We could try it again, but it gets harder every time because you get very self-aware of your voice.
That's a good trick. That's a nice trick.
It's a little psychological.
Here, you do it with Chick?
That's a gorgeous piece. That's a gorgeous piece of business.
Wow,
gorgeous.
Now what do I do?
What do I do? I'm going to look away. Think of a number from 1 to 6. Turn it so that number's up. Put your hand on it.
Okay.
Christy's watching me.
Put my hand
right now. She's on to me. She's like, "Where?
Okay,
no cheating.
Got my hand
in a mirror.
I'm not cheating.
Your hands on it.
My hands on it, baby.
Okay, I'm going to turn your way now. Is that all right?
Okay. Go.
Now you have to
say 1 through 6. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh gosh. Okay. See, that was your radio voice was very good. Go backwards.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5. Is it 5? I felt something with 5. Please tell me it's 5. It'd be embarrassing if it's not. Zoom in. It's 5.
Okay, that's the greatest trick I've ever seen. We're hanging out with...
He's God. That's who that is.
We're hanging out with Justin
You're
Millman.
God.
We're doing...
Get these kids. Off the Mouseketeers directly to Barney, and it's amazing. The kids love Barney. They love him. That's going to be the next Waco type disaster. Barney and his followers in a Quonset hut outside Dallas. Sharing means caring, Billy. So strike the match. Next thing you know. Polyurethane Barney suit goes up like tinder. I point this out because I care.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
So, Moody, is your apartment, is it tidy?
It is tidy. It's small. It's tidy. It's a basement.
Oh,
even better.
I thought
looks like we made it.
And I knew the ceilings are low. I thought I had 7-foot ceilings until my 6'6" buddy came over and had about an inch of clearance.
Your ceilings are that low?
They're low.
You can't even get happy in your house.
I think my apartment's illegal, to tell you the truth. It's a basement with only one exit. And the exit
door,
is blocked by my meth lab. So I think the whole thing
Yeah, it might be
I could never stay there.
Beautiful neighborhood, though. I live in a great neighborhood. It's in New York City, Astoria, Queens. It's very peaceful. My neighborhood is so quiet. If there's any yelling at night, that means Ecuador scored a goal. I love it. Great. It's a little rowdy. The World Cup's a little rowdy. Other than that,
I'll bet.
You got to come over during World Cup time.
Oh, yeah. And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly.
Say hello and hang with us.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy's here, and Pat, Josh, Ace Cosby. Jess Hooker joins us.
Hello.
I need to bring her up to speed on something that happened off the air. There's Tom Griswold. Not more than an hour ago. Tom comes back in after we were on the air for an hour, and he looks at me and he said, "Yeah, I had to change my shirt. Somehow I got all pitted out. I don't know. I don't know what happened."
Well, it's a little
It happens.
quicker than usual.
Yeah, but he's not.
Well, you don't use.
He's not taking responsibility even for his sweat stains. It wasn't your fault.
You're not using antiperspirant anymore. You're using that natural deodorant stuff that doesn't work.
Oh, you got to stop the sweat underneath your armpits.
No, that's
You're
terrible.
supposed to sweat.
No,
natural.
no. Aluminum is what you need in your body.
I like to shellac my pits. No, I just use a natural.
Yeah, that's just a
Relatively
deodorant.
no
Yes.
scent. But I'm fine now.
Good.
I don't know why I got all pitted out this morning.
Great shirt.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Eric Clapton wore one of these when we saw Cream. Right? Remember that, Pat?
Oh, look, you're showing some. You're showing some skin there too.
Royal Albert Hall.
Hello, ladies.
Yeah.
Well, he's button up denim.
Jay Leno wears.
Look at that
shirts like
surgery scar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey,
Rods
baby.
really dig that, huh, Tom?
Want to join the Zipper Club? I didn't know they called it that till I ran
Have
into
we ever had, you and I ever had compare our
Yeah, I want to
scars?
see that.
For,
You can't, mine's disappeared.
posterity?
Like Dreyfus and Shaw and Jaws.
Yeah.
Your scar's gone?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
More or less.
It really is. I saw nothing,
Yeah.
honestly, yeah. How did that happen?
He probably took really good care of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I in my coma-like
I
state.
did not take very good care
No,
of mine.
I don't think you
I
did.
whispered to the doctor.
Well, that's because you
For
want
God's
people to know what hey, I've lived.
Heck yeah.
I'm a badass.
Look at my face. You could see the miles on my face. Okay.
Did you know that it was called the Zipper Club?
Yes, Tom.
I didn't.
The warehouse of things that you don't know.
It's huge. I understand.
Yeah.
Sounds like an S&M joint, doesn't it? The Zipper Club?
The Zipper Club.
Yeah, or
Gimp masks have...
back to the vapist joke.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about, you don't vape, do you?
No, God, no.
Yeah. Well, if you do, there's apparently now a pharmaceutical that is going to be coming out that'll help people stop vaping.
Yeah, that's about right.
So we were wondering, what do they call people who vape? Are they vapors, or as Josh
They're
suggested,
vapors.
vapists?
No,
Yeah, and
vapors.
after I said vapists, I realized the problem with
They're
that.
still smokers.
Well,
Like all the people that I know that vape say, I'm going to go have a smoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like when they excuse
Well,
themselves.
that's because the vaping
can't.
sounds too douchey.
Yeah, they know. They know.
But yeah, they don't call them smokers, do they? They're smokers.
Yeah.
Now, do they still make the flavored?
All the flavors, yeah.
They do?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought they outlawed those.
I think the president tried.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he?
Yeah.
Well, there was a huge thing about menthol cigarettes that just got shelved.
Ooh.
It caused a massive issue. So.
Yeah. The big thing now is the pouches that are just nicotine. It's not tobacco. It's just the nicotine portion of the pouch. I mean, men, women, just stuff in their lips.
You put it there and you get a little buzz.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine. I'm not kidding. This guy has pretty much a car payment worth of nicotine addiction.
Oh, gosh.
He's chews the gum whenever he's awake.
However you can get it. Yeah. The
And he-
patches, all of it.
Yeah. Well, good luck if you're trying to quit.
That stuff's expensive.
Very.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And they keep it under lock and key most
It's
places,
got to be a
right?
car payment for this guy. Just constant.
They do have flavors, all different flavors, but they're the cartridges are the ones that were outlawed. Now you have to fill them or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
With a chamber. Yeah.
They got to have pumpkin
They
spice.
made it a little more difficult.
Probably, man.
So it's like making a cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly.
Mixing
Tobacco
a drink.
juice. Yeah.
Or like loading a musket. You've got to. It'll slow you down.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as you would say, it would put more romance into it.
I don't think that vaping has the romance that
I don't
cigarettes
either.
have.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
No.
I just can't imagine a contemporary film that has a Bogart-like character.
Filling their vape.
Yeah.
What flavor, darling? Watermelon? Banana?
Ben, I'm a macho detective. Would you like to try my citrus celebration? No.
I always like the smell of a cigarette, like just lit cigarette. I like the smell.
I love the smell of an unlit cigarette.
Yeah,
I used to,
yeah,
whenever my
okay.
dad would have a fresh, I loved
Yeah.
sniffing that pack.
Yeah.
I never took up smoking though.
Do they make a candle that smells like unlit cigarette?
There's a lot of
Tobacco.
candles that have tobacco scent.
They're quite
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, they are. Usually like with sage or something else, cardamom.
No, we had an interesting story yesterday. The number one, what was it, Christy? The number one compliment in this survey, the number one compliment you can give someone's home
Is that
is that it
smells
smells
nice.
good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm currently using the. No, I should shut up.
Yeah, no.
It's called bourbon. That's the flavor.
Nice.
I've had a couple of those candles. They're great.
They're wonderful.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to really like bourbon, huh?
They don't really smell like bourbon. It's just a really nice scent.
I do
Yeah.
the stovetop potpourri still.
I do the ones that you plug into they're like a wax that melts.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use them in the bathroom and one in the bedroom.
What does the bathroom smell like?
The same one, or bourbon. I use the
bourbon?
same smell throughout
Yes,
the house.
I kind of think you should.
Yeah,
yeah.
do.
You don't want to have.
You can't have
I don't
pumpkin
think
in
so.
one room and watermelon in another or whatever. That would be
Oh,
silly.
you smell like a fruit salad. You don't want that.
How about in the market going in the bedroom? I have tuna.
Oh,
I don't know. I should have chosen this. I really should.
why do I bother?
Keeps the confusion at a minimum.
That way she can blame the candle. Sort of like the pot smelling incense or whatever. No, it's just the kids, just the incense.
I see. Now we have Christy Lee at the news desk. Jess Hooker has in fact joined us. I can see her right there.
You know,
What else? Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, women, we always make those guys smell too. You know what I mean? Like a guy,
Oh, yeah.
guy's crotch can smell.
Heck yeah.
It's just a little more unique to the guy, I guess, right? Yeah, there's not
But
a general
I'd
smell
kind of
for
like
you
to
guys.
see more women go, hey,
Yeah.
you can make all the tuna jokes you want. You guys reek down there sometimes.
Yeah.
It's true.
Tom, your thoughts?
What cheese? What is the?
I'm just saying.
Just that
Are we gonna apply?
sweaty,
Just
nasty
sweat,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just got to be
Yeah.
just the body
Sweaty
odor.
skin.
Sweat and balls.
Yeah.
The new candle, Gleet for men.
Balls and sweat and balls.
Coming up, we're going to go to outer space. We're going to talk about a tourist who got a little too close to a bear.
And this is a really exciting story. Now, Jess, do you know who this band is? Do you know who that is?
I think it's the Mamas and the Papas.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have a bizarre Mamas and the Papas
Knew we were going to
Cass Elliott update coming up.
No,
Yes.
please no.
She's still dead.
She's still dead.
Yes.
Okay, good.
But,
I mean, no, not good.
Thank God. Well, she was a pain in the ass, wasn't she?
She was apparently a lovely person
And her daughter has written
and
a
a
book.
great artist, but sadly she's been gone for quite some time. But there's now a revelation about her passing, if you will, to be kind, which we'll find out about when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com.
Brian Johnson, first, the lead singer of AC/DC. For those of you who never heard him, he's like a pirate.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time tonight, right? Hey, matey, we're going to roast up Shore and give him a nice concert for a good hour and a half. And he can like it. He goes...
He sounds like.
He comes and he goes, Jimmy, me son, I'm somewhere in Europe, and someone said that there's a guy named Jimmy Brewer doing Hokey Pokey. Goes, I challenge you to come up on stage with me at the show I'm doing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Right? Sounds amazing.
Right.
We're at a club and he's doing a benefit. And so some of the guys from AC/DC and Deep Purple and all this jazz. And Brian Johnson goes up on stage and we rehearse for about an hour. He's like, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to bring you out. And like, are they going to like this? Oh, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. I said, okay. All right. Well, when do I know to go? The guy will come and he come and get you and you'll be on the side of the stage. He come and get you. All right. So I'm on the side of the stage and I get engulfed in the show. Lights go down. The first song. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow. They're playing Shoot to Thrill. Get the plate. The floor is rocking. Next song. Back in black. Wow. Chicks are now climbing men's shoulders. I want a better view. Third song. It's silent for like an hour. It's about 3 minutes, and then the bongs of the bell. Bong, bong. I'm playing house bells. Place is ready to riot. And the guy comes and gets me, and he's like, all right, kid, get on the side of the stage. Hokey pokey right after hell's bells. All right. I said, no. He's like, yeah, no, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. So I'm literally watching, and I'm like, Satan coming to you. Hell's bells. Like, there's no way that puts your left foot in, your left foot out is gonna go up.
Oh my God!
I wanted to ask about this. These are your
adopted
parents.
You are, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I'm adopted. I was actually left in a basket on the stoop of a fire station. And had I been a Dalmatian, they would have kept me. But
damn your luck. Huh?
Yeah, damn my luck.
No.
But you were that's nice though. You were adopted, and you have a good relationship with your adopted.
I love being adopted. But people say things to me. I'm with my dad. A guy comes up to me. He goes, "You have your father's eyes." I'm like, "No, I don't even have his address."
Wow.
I think he lives near a fire station.
Somewhere.
You know, I feel blessed to be adopted. But I'm curious about my culture, my heritage. I kind of think I'm a light-skinned black man.
Really?
Based
Very
on
light.
what? Because I'm big. You know.
I got you.
Okay.
Banana.
People, exactly. That's why it's a fun word. People ask, are you English, you German, you French? I don't know. I'm adopted. All I know about my culture is they give away their children.
Well, that's very funny, boys. It's probably not appropriate.
Feel good about yourself there, pal?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Jimmy Pardo. You are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Well, let's get a serious tip from you. When you get pulled over for a traffic thing, what's your suggestion? What do you do?
Just be polite.
Yep. Yeah, I can.
If you say yes or no, sir, more than likely you're going to get off unless you just run into a jerk. And
you're not supposed to get out of the car, right?
No. You know the best thing to do, and what I always do at night, if they pull me over, I always flip on my dome light and put my hands on the. And they always say, "Oh, you've been arrested before." And I go, "No, I'm an ex-cop." And then all of a sudden, everything just smooths.
Now, how do you prove you're an ex-cop? Do you have some kind of special signal?
I just say I make more money now.
And they know that you're.
They know I'm.
I see. Okay, good.
I'm so doing that, telling them I'm an ex-cop.
You don't ever say you know a cop either.
Oh, really?
Because then the automatic response is, "Yeah, I know him. I hate him."
Well, they must know the same cop we know.
Wow. That's sad.
That's the automatic response.
Oh, really?
That's the worst thing you can say. But I got a friend that's a police officer.
So I have a free pass.
Yeah.
Right?
You can't pull me over.
I'm assuming I can go on with my life.
Hey, I give it the police fund. Does that help if I have the bumper sticker in the car?
No.
That's the first thing they look for.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Every drug dealer in the world has one of those.
Boy, you're a chump. You just paid for our last keg party.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend, it's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
We're speaking with comedian Jim Gaffigan. What else is your life? What are you into? Do you have hobbies? Do you like weird food?
I am a vegetarian, though.
You are?
Yeah, well, not a strict vegetarian. I eat beef and pork. And chicken. But not fish, because that's disgusting.
I'm with you. Oh,
How can you tell when fish goes bad? It smells like fish either way. I can't believe we're still serving fish with the heads on there. What are we, barbarians? I always feel like the eyes looking at me like, you don't mind if I watch while you eat my body, do you? Don't be distracted if a little tear comes out.
Sad salmon. Oh, yeah.
I love when vegetarians, they always try and impress you. They're like, I haven't had meat in 5 years. I haven't had a banana in a month.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Jess Hooker joins us.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Woo!
Soon to be Josh Arney. As he starts his new stand-up career. There's Ace Cosby. I'm
Arnie
Chick
the
McGee.
Carney.
Here's Tom Griswold. Hello,
Make
Tom.
a great Carney.
Yeah.
Step right up. Oh, you could wear your big magician's hat.
I could bark.
With a cane. And,
Sure, yeah.
A huck. You could huckster.
Now, hey, young man, you look like you savvy. You got moxie. Come on up. Give your hand.
You savvy?
You just asked an important question. I never thought about this.
What's that?
You asked if the American Automobile Association, AAA.
Yes.
You asked if they have a branch in EEE.
Right. Is there AAA and Tripoli?
It's a good question. Would it be EEE?
I know there's a AAA in Walla Walla.
There is. Walla Walla, Washington?
Walla Walla, Washington.
Sure. Wow. Well, we'll have to explore this. I'm very excited
Did you
about
guys ever play Tripoli the game when you were a kid?
No.
What is that? Is that where you put a hand on your girlfriend or your significant other and she has to guess the state you're thinking of? And if she doesn't guess, you keep moving your hands.
It was actually...
Is that how that works?
Raw size?
Never mind. Never mind.
That sounds like a good game.
Oh, it's a great game.
Okay. So she has to guess what you're thinking of.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can tell her, nope, that's not it, as long as you want.
Or if you're an idiot, first guess, well...
it was Iowa.
You nailed it, babe.
It was Iowa.
Over the
Good
sweater's
job.
shoulder tap. Thanks very much.
Son of a...
Got a
she's
couple
good at
letters here. Regarding the fact that my shirt pitted out this morning.
Yeah.
And you had no idea why.
I don't know. Usually it doesn't that early. I don't know what happened.
Oh, that early, but it does.
You were working hard.
You have a pit schedule.
Yeah, it might have been something I ate last. Who knows? I'm not sure what it is. But to get to the point here,
Eat some
dear Tom,
something I'd prepare for you.
writes Brian in Louisville. I have found an antiperspirant that actually works. Try Dr. Squatch.
Oh, that's
good.
That's big.
Yeah, my son uses that soap, all those products.
He likes it?
Yeah, he likes it a lot. Yeah.
It's very big on the...
like Sasquatch?
It is. There's a big Sasquatch on the...
I think there's an Instagram thing about it. Yeah, they're big on Instagram.
Yeah, we subscribe, and they send us the soap and the deodorant and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Dr. Squatch.
They certainly sound like someone who'd want to sponsor a sports desk.
Yeah.
Oh.
If it can keep Sasquatch from smelling.
Yeah.
My goodness. Yeah.
We've had people talk about the fact that when you're out hunting, that bears, you can smell, they just stink.
Yeah.
They're really, really gross.
You smell them before you see them?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I would
Sometimes.
think about it. They never take a bath.
No.
Well, when they're catching salmon, they may take a quick dip.
Yeah, but they're eating salmon. You been around salmon? It stinks.
I eat salmon all the time.
They smell like fish, right?
Yeah.
Now, that leads to this.
Speaking of a bear,
Thank you.
a Scottish tourist is lucky to be alive after she was mauled by a bear trying to take a selfie in
Good.
Romania.
You deserve it, you moron.
According to People magazine, the 72-year-old
You old enough to know better, as my mom would say.
Moira Glacier.
Moira?
Moira. Yeah.
Moira?
That's a...
Glacier.
Great name.
What's the name of that? Something Creek, right? That's
Yeah,
Moira's.
she's on that Creek show.
Catherine O'Hara, I think.
Encountered the bear while driving through the Carpathian Mountains with a friend. She told STV News.
Silent but television news.
Yes.
STV.
She rolled her window down to take a selfie when the bear bit her. Said she's lucky to be alive. Where did he bite her? On her arm? Well, that's all I got.
Her tushy.
On her
Well, no, she's
boobs?
still in her car.
She's in her car.
But she got plenty of likes, so that's all that counts. Here's an idea. Learn Photoshop. What do you think?
Not the same thing.
I don't give this. I'm not giving her as hard a time as I originally thought. She was in her car. She thought she was safe. We all think we're safe in our cars, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That's why we pick our nose, willy-nilly.
Yeah.
We think nobody can see us. Do a little house cleaning.
It's my understanding that bears prefer candids
Oh, really?
from the distance. How many final selfies do they ever publish the pictures? That's what I want to know.
I thought there was a website
I thought
called
there was too.
Final
Oh, really?
Selfie.
Yeah.
Something very macabre.
Yeah.
Like this is the last shot that he took before he fell off the cliff?
Yeah, no,
All that
no
stuff.
thanks.
All
I don't
that
need to see any of that.
Apparently, she suffered injuries to her arm that could have been worse had she not been wearing a thick padded jacket. And her friend who was driving sped away to keep the bear from obviously attacking her.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bear was just saying hello.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Yo.
As the shark lady once said, you're in the bear's house.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Boy, I love that woman.
Respect
Romania has
the
a
bear.
large population of bears, too, just in case you...
We're reintroducing them in the Northwest here.
The grizzlies?
Grizzly bears, which I don't quite get.
Well, because they
Must
don't...
be something to do with the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Or maybe the bears just needed a new place.
Maybe they're being pushed out by people in their other homes.
They're bringing them down from Canada.
Oh, really?
Hope they have the proper paperwork.
Me too.
We're letting anybody in.
Maybe we need more bears.
A line of bears at the border with holding papers.
Getting on a train.
Well, this is taking forever.
Hey, yeah, you can have your southern wall. What about that northern wall?
Yeah, I'm looking for
A bear taking off his hat and scratching his head, then putting his hat back on.
I'm looking for a gig. I can do roofing. I can cut lawns.
Boeing called off its first astronaut launch because of a fluttering rocket valve. The two NASA test pilots had just strapped into Boeing's Stratoliner capsule when the countdown was halted Monday night, 2 hours before
sounds
planned liftoff.
A little like an insult, doesn't it?
Did I say Stratoliner? It's Starliner.
Oh, look at this fluttering rocket valve.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't it?
Mincing his way towards.
Yeah.
Apparently, the problem involves an oxygen pressure relief valve on the Atlas rocket's upper stage. Liftoff now set for sometime Friday, maybe. But if the valve needs to be replaced, it'll be bumped into next week.
What are they trying to do up there?
Trying to get to the International Space Station with two people on board.
Maybe Boeing needs to pick something else.
Well, this is
We're going to try trains.
Yeah.
They need some good publicity.
Yeah.
They've had it's been a rough go. This is a different division.
How about waste disposal? Let them do that.
Well, let's hope this goes nicely for them.
Now, I have a nice letter here. We were talking about, I forget why there was some kind of elevator to space or something.
I was talking about there was a video online that it was obviously it doesn't exist yet because the the metal that we would, you can't build an elevator that tall because the metal would way too high. It would collapse on
But
itself.
I mentioned that I'm an elevator fan.
Yes.
And that I'm also...
There's a simulation about, online.
As you know, I'm brand loyal. Heinz ketchup.
Otis elevators.
Otis elevators.
Yeah.
If it's not
Ivory soap.
If it's not
KY jelly.
That's right. If it's not
Tide
an
detergent.
That's right.
Tide detergent, yes. Ivory soap, yes.
You
that's
swear by
right.
KY jelly, don't you?
I
Is there
I'm not
another?
all that familiar with it.
Yeah. Astroglide, you know, say no thanks.
Hey, I'm brand loyal. I was talking about elevators.
How about just right out of the bag?
Okay, yeah. This
How
is
about some Vicks Vapor Rub? How about that?
That's
Look at you
rough.
there.
What's wrong with a little spit?
Ooh, that'll burn.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
You mean you Brokeback Mountain it? Do you?
Nature's lubricant.
Okay.
What is that? Spit? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This comes to us from a guy who works on Otis elevators. Well, this is how nice. What a nice. This is from Scott.
Hi, Scott.
He's a longtime listener to the Bob and Tom Show. He has a one of our old license plates.
Whatever, Scott.
And he said, I heard Tom referencing he'd rather take the stairs than ride an elevator that was not an Otis. When I heard it, my chest swelled. He said,
Is that right?
I work for a company in my department. We build Otis elevator components.
Okay.
I'm proud to hear that Tom trusts our work. Please give a shout out to Bill, Robert, Clifford, Elias, and Colton. All right, Scott. Well, thank you very much.
Wasn't Elias Otis's first name?
Elias Otis?
I think so.
What?
Wow.
That could be. That kid
Elias
might be.
Otis.
He's
Elias
legacy.
might be a nepo baby. He might be an Otis.
He's a legacy.
That's how he got that job.
Okay, or perhaps not. We apologize to
So
Elias.
Otis is your man?
My man Otis.
So Otis is a last name? I always thought Otis was a first name because I knew an Otis.
Well, it is, of course.
In this case, it's
in the Andy Griffith Show, of course, there's Otis, the
That's
town
not
drunk.
who I meant.
And then, of course, as
Otis
Josh
Redding.
just referenced something, Ms. Hooker, do you know what he was referencing?
No, what'd you say?
Otis, my man.
No.
Animal House is the reference.
Remember the uncomfortable scene?
Otis Day and the Night?
Yeah.
Otis loves us.
I have never seen it.
You've never seen Animal House?
I haven't.
Tom, can I have one of your dates?
So sorry.
Oh, man.
A bit of Medjol?
It's Elisha Otis.
Okay, yeah.
Elisha Graves Otis introduced the first safety passenger elevator at the Crystal Palace Convention in New York City. Remember, he cut the
cable.
Thank you, and just hung there. People were amazed.
Man,
it was the safety mechanism. That's
Mechanism?
Yeah, Animal House.
Would not be
somewhat
made today.
dated. I think that it,
Yeah, I watched Nerds.
many
like,
aspects
same-
of it
yeah.
would be
Yeah.
considered to be perhaps
Watch the
politically
uncut
incorrect.
version, too, because
Okay.
it's more fun.
Gotcha.
Okay.
170th anniversary of Otis Elevators. How's that taste?
You were going to say
Chick, how do you
Animal
think
House.
working on elevators would be?
Well, I think it would probably have its ups and downs.
I think you may be right. I knew a guy who used to work for Otis. Yeah.
Did you?
They gave him the shaft. It's a real shame.
Didn't you work for Otis?
Yes, I did.
That's what I
broke my foot at Otis Elevator. Yeah. Yeah. I told him I was going to be on the radio when I worked there, and no one believed me.
Now, before we
Who's
take a
laughing
break,
now, my
Yeah,
friend?
that's right. Who's laughing now?
we're talking about Tom speak. This is when you can't come up with the words and you just whatever flies out, trying to be descriptive of what's the situation is. Here we go.
You're doing great.
Let's
not have him explain Tom speak anymore.
I have a nice one here. My daughter was looking for the ice cream scoop.
Yes.
Yeah.
She asked, "Where's the ice cream spoon clicker?"
There you go.
Perfectly valid.
My 5-year-old called sunscreen summer cream.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Where's the summer cream?
That'd be a great name for a
Summer
sunscreen.
cream.
I couldn't remember the word headache, so I said, man, I have a brain cramp. And my son was helping me make lasagna and asked me for more cheese mud. He meant ricotta, of course.
That's good.
It is like
And I was at work the other day, and my buddy stepped on my foot, and I said, hey, you big dummy, you just stomped on my walking paw. Walking paw.
Yeah, when you're in pain, your brain doesn't have time to get the correct word sometimes.
The old walking
It's
paw.
very, very poetic. Some of these are absolutely beautiful. The rake, the lawn comb, and a tricycle, the bicycle tripod thingy.
Is that yours?
No, these are all.
That does sound like one of yours.
Yeah.
And I like this one. Since you're such a good cook, I think you'll like this one. The syrup that one will put on pancakes.
Right.
Pancake gravy.
Oh, nice.
Perfectly valid.
Yeah.
Although this may be my favorite, coleslaw.
Yeah.
Cabbage confetti.
That is a fun way to say coleslaw.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm very picky about my coleslaw.
Yeah, I remember one time I was trying to say detergent and I said laundry fuel. So, yeah.
That'd be a great name for a detergent.
It is pretty good.
It doesn't just clean your clothes, it makes you a better person.
Yeah.
Makes you a better person.
Cleanse your soul.
This email is about Simply Safe, Tom. Did you know that? This is from Roy. Dear Chick, I followed your advice a couple of years ago and installed a Simply Safe system. Extremely easy setup and install. I've since added additional pieces and improved my coverage. Like you, I use the cameras to watch my dogs. Doug, my beagle, likes to sit on the back of the love seat where he can stand guard over the yard and protect us from the neighbor's cat. His diligence, though, occasionally will include him howling at full volume. When Simply Safe sends me a sound-detected notification, I can open up the camera and talk to him. That's true. And I can say, hey, knock that crap off. And he does look around a little confused, but it does stop the howling. Another winning story from Simply Safe, Tom. You know, Simply Safe has sensors to detect break-ins, fires, floods. Keep over your watch with high-def indoor and outdoor cameras 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And named Best Home Security System of 2024 by U.S. News and World Report. And Simply Safe has given me and many and Roy, Bob and Tom listeners, real peace of mind. And you can have it too now at a special price. Get 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Simply Safe. Is this irony, Josh? I just received this. Dear Bob and Tom Show, the Otis Elevator Building is in Dayton, Ohio. It's a one-story building.
Yes.
You'd think just for the hell of it, they'd have a couple stories just so they could show stuff off. What's on the third floor? Nothing. We just have an elevator. We just want to show people that we really believe in them. Be really awful if they had an escalator. Come on, show some.
I think they might make escalators, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm a fan. As are certain NFL players.
Weren't you trapped on an escalator for like a day and a half?
No, it was terrible. Yeah,
that was horrible.
Awful.
You stuck there. The fireman never came.
There is one escalator in this town that's always broken.
Always.
You know the one I'm talking about?
Yes, and I was there on Monday.
And it was working, right?
It really is always broken.
Yes.
It is. It's not a joke.
It's the McDonald's ice cream machine of escalators.
Those of us who've been here text others when it works and go, get a load of this.
Yeah, and it's only the most popular mall in the state.
Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely
You think
right.
maybe they
Are
could.
you kidding me? I'd walk off. Never mind.
Okay, all right. Good. Walking, exercise.
Walking, I hate it.
Coming up, we have a visitor. He is comedian DJ Dangler. Yes, that's his real name. And his brother's name is it Rod Dangler? Or
I believe it's Peter.
Peter Dangler, just as good.
Rod Dangler.
And coming up, we have a reason to play Gary Lewis and the Playboys.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah,
do
boy.
we need a reason for such a great artist?
Yeah.
And we have a reason to play this. I'm very excited about playing a little bit of this for you.
Please.
Because we have a little Cass Elliot news. The great Cass Elliot. Sadly, she's been gone for decades.
Quite a while.
Yeah. But we'll be telling you why soon. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
And our guests, Mark Maron and Rebecca Corey. Now, Rebecca, you mentioned that you travel with your dog.
I do.
And you're serious.
What kind
of dog is it?
I have a 64-pound pit bull, a blue-nosed pit bull. Her name is Angel. And she was.
You showed a picture to us during the break, a picture of your dog sitting on the airplane looking out the window.
Yep, she was sitting in a seat next to me, looking out the window, thinking, "Whoa."
And this is a what do you call it? A service dog.
A therapy dog. Yep.
Therapy dog.
What does that
mean?
It means you just give up the Xanax and wine, and you go to a little being that makes you calm when you fly. I got an issue with flying. Yeah.
So you couldn't. So you're a cat person. You couldn't do that with cats because, first of all, cats are so they're so highfalutin.
Yeah,
would not.
Oh, you mean you have
Cats
to
will scratch
earn
your eyes
the
out.
love of a cat, and that somehow makes it
No, the
less.
cat would look at you and go.
Put a cat on a plane, see what happens.
I traveled with LaFonda.
Oh, did you?
And how'd it go?
Was LaFonda in a cage?
Well, let me understand. You got to understand.
I'm surprised LaFonda would fly coach.
Yes.
Was she willing to?
LaFonda, my cats were feral, so they're wild animals.
Right.
Now, I never traveled with this cat before, and it was crazy because they were, when I first got them, they were already wild, and they were only a few months old, but they were wild. So in order to take LaFonda to Los Angeles, it took me 2 hours to get her into the cage. I had to wear leather gloves.
Yeah.
My hands were still bleeding.
I'll bet.
I get her into the cage. I get to JFK, and I'm exhausted. And I'm aggravated, and I put the cat on the conveyor, and the TSA guy goes, "Oh, you're gonna have to take the cat out of the cage and walk it through."
Oh,
and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I became crazy cat lady.
See
there
my
is
hands?
no way. Yeah, look at my hands. And I made the biggest deal. I was like, "There's no way this cat's getting out of that cage." He's like, "Then you're not getting on the plane."
Okay.
And by this point, I'd frightened everyone around. I was crazy, and they would have been less freaked out if I'd had a bomb. I mean, I took this little cat out of the cage, and they're like, "Step back, everyone back!" And LaFonda was just freaked out.
I'll bet.
And I walked her through, and all she wanted was to get back into the box. But my biggest fear was that the cat's going to get away, and I'm going to be like in some.
You're going to chase her down.
Yeah, and I'm in a children's film. It's just a montage of me on the baggage claim, and, and then it ends running through kitchens, down
ends with you in a federal facility being sodomized.
Nothing more enjoyable. Oh,
Wow. Is that the sodomized bell?
Sodomized bell. There it is.
What's nice about bringing Angel on is bully breeds are really gassy in general. If you know anything. Oh, they're very gassy. And there's no hair there to muffle, the smell and the sound. And so sometimes on the plane, she will just let it rip.
Yeah.
And it's real nice.
Do you look around and say, "Excuse me," or do you just point at the guy in front of you?
I just laugh because it's so unbearable. But now there's someone, because normally you've been asleep on an airplane with your mouth open and been woken from a dead sleep because you thought someone crapped on your face. Because, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And now that I have a bully breed, I just go, well, there it is, everybody. Take that. Take that.
You need to give your dog Beano before you fly.
What's that?
I need to give me Beano before I fly.
It's the same stuff you put on your food, and it prevents gas.
Isn't there something magic on planes that just, that gas just evaporates? I always thought there was a magic to it.
Well, it doesn't. It actually makes it all the way to the back.
Yeah, it does. It makes it to that sleeping person with their mouth open.
Are you the guy that that pulls the SBD that reaches up and turns off that fan thing?
I just think it works its way the entire length of the plane.
It does.
Everybody have their vent.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Picked up the laptop and chucked it at me. Ooh. My cat-like reflexes. I moved. A brand new flat screen TV. Took it right through the middle of it.
Oh, man. Wow, I guess there's no more solo work by... wow.
Well, yeah. Well, I should just take it in the face because then I could at least watch the DVDs I had.
but that's broken eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, take it. Yeah.
It's easier to replace the TV than it is your face.
A broken nose will heal. But you could never find another flat screen TV. They quit making them, right? Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, "Hey, what gives..."
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait. You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. That's the way the pros do it, kids. How are you? Hello, Tom. How's it going?
Once again, we put the F in professional. Thank you very much. Now, we have a lot going on in here.
Got a lot of guests this morning.
We do. I'll introduce the man with the handsome beard over there. He is comedian DJ Dangler.
Oh, you just hurt Josh's feelings.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's all right.
Oh, Josh has a handsome beard, as does Chick.
I got a beard, too.
But yours is quite impressive. Yeah, looks good.
Yours darn impressive.
And the only people who can't grow a decent beard in this room are me and Ace. And when Ace does it, he looks like... it's
ash trash face.
3 days away from execution.
Face. Ash trash face. Ashtray face.
Don't.
Ashtray face. A little bit. I told you, let it grow out. Leave it alone. That's the delicate time for a beard.
He can't do it.
You think this looked magnificent right from the start?
Yes.
Well, it did, of course. But my point is.
Yeah, but you got a nice beard going over there, DJ.
Well, I think as a blonde guy, I have that, like, I look clean shaven for like 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden I terrify my family.
Right.
Is that, like there is that?
Then,
oh my God, you got a beard now.
Then you've got your hair close cropped, fading up there, but you'd have that kind of little island of hair.
Well, that's because I didn't have time to shave it properly this morning. No, I have seeded the fight.
Oh, you just shave it off?
Yeah.
Not only that, but Josh, but he's given up.
Yeah, he hasn't just.
What kind of seed you're rubbing on that?
Well, now that was creepy and weird, but okay.
You want to use your own. That way it's your
What is
own.
that, a homophone or a homonym or a... I forget that. I forget what those words were. So complicated. DJ Dangler, among other things, will be the 19th of May at Capital Pro Wrestling in Lansing, Michigan.
Yeah.
Because you're a big wrestling guy.
I am. I love to announce it. I love to call it. I like to be part of it. I love the world of safe violence.
Now, when you yes,
safe violence,
controlled.
Yeah, I like that.
When you announce, are you more of a Gorilla Monsoon type, kind of the friendlier, rooting on the good guys, or are you more of the Bobby Heenan type?
First off, let me say, check plus on your references. Like excellent work. And a lot of people assume that I would go like the brain route, be the heel. No, I'm a fan. I'm a friendly dude. I would say much more Gorilla Monsoon.
Okay.
Have you been in the ring?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah, what's your wrestling name?
It's hard to improve on DJ Dangler.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You ever get hit with a chair?
I have never been hit with a chair, but I have gotten to like do the handoff. I've gotten to give some legends their weapons.
Tom and I have discussed it. People talk about refereeing in the NFL.
You think the NBA refs are terrible?
It's terrible.
The wrestling refs are horrible.
Well, they have no union.
I think that might be
it's about time. No, any scab off the street.
Ref, he's got something in his trunks. I know. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Yeah. He's bleeding.
Are there any particular moves? I mean, if I go way back, Christian and I are big fans of the great Bobo Brazil.
Bobo Brazil,
who had the cocoa butt.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if has that been handed off to another second generation, third generation.
I don't know if it was like specifically, but no, like you'll still see a good headbutt, like a good theatrical.
But to name it the cocoa butt. Are there any particular moves out there that, and perhaps you should help some of these guys invent names for some of these things?
I will say my favorite, because I have done that once and I loved it. There was a tag team out of Detroit. They were excellent. Two big, tall black dudes would do an assisted Alabama slam.
Oh.
And they started calling it Worse Than Alabama.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a really funny name for a tag team finisher. Like,
that is a good finisher.
That's Worse Than Alabama.
Or a sex move.
Yeah,
it could be either.
I would want one of those that was called Better Than Alabama.
Yeah,
but I've got some kink.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to hear Worse Than the Cleveland Steamer.
Yeah, worse than.
Oh, God.
What is that? Dysentery? Warm diarrhea? What exactly is the?
Oh, no.
Sorry. I want to do switch gears here. We're talking with comedian DJ Dangler, one of our favorites, and a single man. Is that correct?
Yeah, single man.
There was a brief dalliance with someone.
Yeah, I was married for a minute or two.
Yeah, you got to get that starter.
I think everybody should be married a couple
Starter
times.
wedding out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
Was it an amicable split?
Oh, no. Not even a little.
Okay.
No, a lot of fire.
Sorry to hear it.
That makes you appreciate today.
Yeah, it was all right, which explains why I'm so happy now.
Okay, all right.
Well, since you're happy, but listen, I promised this story about the mamas and the papas. Are you familiar with the mamas and the papas?
Yeah, enough. Yeah, I like the mamas and the papas.
Enough.
I mean, this is
playing fandom, but yeah.
This is their biggest hit. I think this is their biggest hit. I think. kind of a lot of their stuff very sort of choral, multi-track.
I think they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Really.
And
Some
they
of the
were
best harmonization ever.
a four-piece, and Cass Elliot, brilliant singer, beautiful.
Too fat for the band, John Phillips said.
Well, she would even joke about it in the song Creek Alley.
And I've actually got exactly. Here we go.
Everybody's getting fat.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here.
Yeah.
This is one of their.
And at the end, they turn it around. Everybody's getting fat except Mama Cass.
Yeah, it's about it's about the story of all those musicians, and the McGuinn they're referencing is Roger McGuinn from the Byrds, et cetera, et cetera.
Legend has it that Cass Elliot of the Mamas and Papas died. We've all heard it.
Yeah.
Ham sandwich.
Choking on a ham sandwich. That's exactly right.
Well, that's been debunked.
Cass Elliot's daughter says that story is not true and that the ham sandwich story was invented by her manager.
Right.
The late singer's daughter, Ms. Owen Elliott Kugel, was just 7 years old when her mother passed away from a heart attack at the age of 32 in 1974. She told the BBC her mom had returned home after 36 hours of performing and partying. She was hungry, and her dancer made her a sandwich from the only thing that was in the flat or the apartment, and that would be ham. And it happened to be left on her bedside table. She never even took a bite. But in her memoir, she says it took 5 decades to learn that the rumor began with journalist Sue Cameron and her mother's manager, Alan Carr. Carr wanted to avoid any speculation about drugs, so he asked Cameron to print the choking story until more details were available. And, of course, we all know it got traction, and we are still talking about it today.
Yeah. Way worse for Mama Cass's legacy.
Right.
It's just so the story is a bunch of baloney.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So I'm
for that.
I'm confused here. I'm sorry if I wasn't. Did she chop up the ham and try to snort it?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
You ever mainline ham? Oh, my God.
Hard.
It's
hard.
amazing.
You need such a big spoon to cook it up.
I think it's kind of sad because it's sort of her manager. How could you pick the fattest way to die?
Right, right. You're trying to protect her in a way, and it just backfires so hard.
I mean, and then what's the Jimi Hendrix? He didn't die of a drug overdose. He just choked in his own vomit. Of course, it could have been worse. Could have been someone else's vomit, the way it is in Spinal Tap.
Well,
right.
But it's a sad story. She was super talented.
So, like, the logic was to make her look better.
Yeah.
Yes, they didn't want people to think that she died of a drug overdose. Yeah.
I've got to say, that's such a rock star ending. Like that's like how the story ought to end.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And a nice warning, too, in a way.
Yeah.
You know, hey.
Yep. Pat, do you have a
remember?
song? Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you remember the other story about Cass where she got hit in the head with a pipe and then she could hit the notes? Remember?
What?
John Philip.
I remember this.
This is in Rolling Stone. Cass says in Rolling Stone, "It's true. I did get hit on the head by a pipe that fell down, and my range was increased by 3 notes. They were tearing the club apart in the islands, revamping it, putting in a dance floor. Workmen dropped a thin metal plumbing pipe and hit me on the head, knocked me to the ground. I had a concussion, went to the hospital. I had a bad headache for about 2 weeks, and all of a sudden I was singing higher. It's true," she said in the interview, honest to God.
Whoa.
But the rumor was that John Phillips made that up because he didn't want people to know that he didn't want her in the band because his ideal was Michelle. Didn't want Cass in because she was too big. But apparently hitting the head with the pipe and being able to sing better afterward is the truth, too.
They were on TV a lot. I think America got over the fact that she was a woman of a certain size and nobody cared.
Nobody cared, right?
No.
No one cared. She's
No, because she sang so beautifully. She sings like an angel.
Yeah,
Had a couple solo hits that were really good.
Dream a Little Dream.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a great
In any event, it seems odd that for some reason her daughter suddenly, after all this time, is... This book just came out, I guess.
Yeah, it did.
Can I just interject? I want to interject. My dad is 84, and we think about it all the time. And I'm just going to say right now, if he dies choking on a sandwich,
yes,
I give everyone here permission to say, no, it was cocaine.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Like the
Because,
legend
yeah,
of
it's-
Denny. Like tell them, like,
Yeah,
oh no, 84-year-old Denny came back, punched a cop, did a rail, died in his sleep.
Now, some of us, our fates have already been decided no matter what actually happens.
Yeah.
No matter how I die, Tom will say it's because I choked on a powdered donut. I have no doubt. I'm so bad. Nobody's better than me. Nobody's better than me. All I do, I eat and jerk it and eat. Take them panties off and put the salami on. Pack me with the breadstick. Pack me with the breadstick.
Yeah, that's Josh. We'll play that that morning. Josh, if he'd been here today, would have wanted us to play this.
Was that peg me with a breadstick?
Yeah.
Is that what you get?
Sex
at,
and food.
Okay,
Peg me,
I get it. Like
peg me with a breadstick.
at Filoni's.
Better be crisp. Better be toasted.
I think Pat wants to sing a little
I think
bit.
Pat does
You
want
have a
to
song
sing.
for us, Pat?
Well,
about Cass Elliot?
In regards to Mama Cass, how about a tribute to the truth?
Okay.
The crust was hard and brown, and the ham was gray.
And the ham was gray.
There on her nightstand on that tragic day. But she never took a bite. As the papers would say. Didn't choke on a ham sandwich. She never died that way, no. It was a heart attack from partying and maybe being a little overweight. Manager went with ham sandwich, to save a little face.
All right. Do you notice we sped up when we started singing along so that we would stop singing
Yeah,
along?
I noticed.
I found it to be rude.
Well,
You guys are the best part.
Okay, thank you. We have comedian DJ Dangler hanging with us. And DJ, we were talking about the fact that you like wrestling. And now, when you say you get in the ring, are you actually wrestling?
Oh no, I announce and I call.
Oh no, I wanted you to be wrestling. That's what I meant.
I'm an old man who's out of shape. I don't want to get banged up like that, man. Those guys are animals.
They do know what they do.
They're safe.
They do
Violence.
know what they're doing.
It's safe, but it's safer from my seat. And that's
They're
the
still
safest
trained
spot.
athletes.
Yeah.
You're a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
How tall are you?
I'm about 6'4".
Okay. Yeah.
It is weird. I will say, like, it is weird sometimes, and I do think like some of the oomph is lost when I'm interviewing these super tough athletes that are like 5'8", right. And it does kind of look like I'm showing off my real tough nephew. Like there is some of that, but
you're out of shape.
Yeah, but I'm out of shape, so it's clear that they showed up.
You
to
smoke?
Work. No, why you holding?
Oh, you like the reefer, do you?
I love the reefer. No,
Reefer.
Yeah, no, I quit smoking like 10 or 12 years ago.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, I quit smoking cigarettes. Yeah.
Is your marijuana habit primarily satisfied through smoke, or do you like the edibles?
I run the gamut.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You like it all?
Yeah. In fact, I would even argue like for me to say that I'm indulging would have to be more than just one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're an avid fan.
Are you gonna give me a test? Is that what you're saying?
No.
I'll let you know.
Would you maybe
What's your go-to? Are you a vape guy?
Honestly, I would say I love like good old fashioned flour. Like
Right.
I like
Yeah.
the combustion of fire on plants.
Rolling it up.
But I also really like not getting caught in your green room. So I'm not above a vape. I'm not furious about it.
I see.
And and I also like driving not nervous. So I'm not above a cookie either.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay, very good, very good. Just curious. And then you spend a lot of time in a state where it's perfectly legal.
Yeah, I spend a lot of I do. That primarily for that reason.
Okay. Are you a resident of another state where it's primarily legal?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know. Now you said you're a fan of the flour. Mm-hmm. Well, now I want you to pay attention because I know you like to do the podcast. Watch what I'm about to do here.
Okay.
So DJ Ding, you're a fan of the flour, huh?
I am.
Speaking of flowers, the perfect gift for Mother's Day is a. Hey, I'm teaching him. Okay,
Sorry.
This is a teachable moment. Is the flower that Christy
there's
Lee
part
is,
of him really believes that.
Of course
Christy
he
Lee is
does.
holding that flower looks unusual in the fact that it's so beautiful, and look at that, it's kind of
it's gold.
Going to last forever because it's gold.
That's right.
That is a real rose dipped in 24 karat gold. It's called the red wine, and it's only available from Steven Singer Jewelers at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Tom, I have an email about one.
Oh, go ahead.
Robert says, how beautiful it is. Very impressed with it. A gift for my daughter-in-law for Mother's Day. Seeing it in person really doesn't compare to seeing it on video. They really know what they're doing. She will love it.
All right.
Thank you, Robert.
Lots of mothers out there in your life. You can get this covered right now. Now, the clock is ticking. Mother's Day is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sunday.
Thank you very much. Sunday, the day's away. And this is your last chance. Free shipping to arrive in time for Mother's Day ends tomorrow. I want to underscore that. I had it wrong earlier, but I'm suggesting you do it right now. And Steven Singer Jewelers, of course, lots of cool jewelry. Nothing says Mother's Day like earrings, perhaps. Maybe a necklace or a bracelet. Maybe he even has stuff that your dog can give those moms out there.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about right now is this beautiful red rose, gold-dipped rose. It's called that because it's called the red wine because it's a rich burgundy. Once again, it's free shipping today. Get that done. And it's got a beautiful box and a card. You're going to get that mom very happy. So you go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Please don't tell him that we struggled through trying to get this to segue from a wrestling announcement. Say hi to his dog, Buddy, for me. That's Steven Singer Jewelers. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, we have a really funny, what's the word we're using, Chick? Oh, the old switcheroo.
That's right.
Is in jewelry news coming up in the news this morning. And we also have an interesting story about a time traveler that I know, DJ, you're going to love. Mm-hmm. And you too, Josh.
Yes.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
The Venice Beach, though, that's the real people watching plays.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Guys with like snakes on their shoulders, like living in their mom's basement.
That's the parade of weirdos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, just a parade of delusion, just this boardwalk where the only thing stronger than the smell of weed is the smell of horrible business ideas put into action. It's amazing what people have dedicated their lives to selling. Like one guy, he's like 40 years old. He had his posters, cash box, little booth, selling magic sticks for $10.
Magic sticks?
Magic sticks. Pieces of wood glued to polished rocks.
Really?
I know. Surprisingly, not a huge line in front of his booth.
Really?
You shouldn't be allowed to sell something that stupid. Like maybe for one day, just so the government can videotape it and then show that footage to junior high kids across the country as part of like a Scared Straight anti-drug program. You know, you want to try acid? Yeah, look at Magic Stick guys. Is that where you want to end up? 25 years?
Yeah.
But that guy, it really is crazy. I wanted to, with my 4-year-old, you know, I got my son Kyler, I wanted to go up to his booth when I saw him and just maybe like buy a magic stick and be like, oh man, I can't wait to use this, be really happy, and then take off. And then show up like a half an hour later really distraught and just kind of out of it without my son. And maybe take like a little lizard out of my pocket and set it down right in front of me. Shh, it's okay, sweetie. And then take a gun out of another pocket, put it right to his head and be like, I want my kid back, Warlock. Give me my son back.
Wow, that is a good magic stick.
It really is.
Yeah, that'd blow what little is left of his mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to actually walk, if I could do anything, walk up to him in an actual wizard suit, like a Hollywood wizard costume. And then be like, you know not what you dally with there, sorcerer. Leave these realms for a real wizard. Point like a wand at him and be like, Electrico. And then right when I say that, a friend I had sneak up behind him earlier tasers him from behind.
Oh, how I do get sentimental about me carefree days as a lad. We never had toys that were store-bought. We would improvise with things that we had. We made forts out of cardboard boxes. Yardsticks were swords or were spears. But of all these things, none gave the hours of fun like me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. It was of the finest label, canvas, lace, and stainless cable. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. Yeah! Oh, I leapt from the roof of the garage, though I was but 6 or 7 years. Oh, I would have broke me back, but I clung fast to the straps of me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Wing nuts, cleats, and spoiler, brass grommets, and cup holder on me mother's gigantic brassiere. We tied the bra between 2 trees. The neighbor boys, they did declare. We ended the attack with 6 pumpkins and 2 cats flung from me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Delicate flower appliques, 8-track tape and safety chains on me mother's gigantic brassiere. One time we used it to slow down our dragster or parasail behind our boat. Then there was the time it was used to airlift an injured skier off a treacherous mountain slope. But most I think of my father's pride when wash day it was done, as he hoisted it up the telephone pole to billow in the sun. Oh, me mother's, oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. With an awning and screen door, could sleep 2 family of 4. It's me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Reinforced hydraulic winch, reflective tape, and 3-point hitch on me mother's gigantic brassiere.
Sub on wheat with bacon, no mustard or mayonnaise, all right? Huh? Oh, lettuce, tomato, green pepper. I didn't kill my wife.
You Indian Jones.
Well, yeah.
No, you Indian Jones, man. I seen you. I seen Indian Jones 1, Indian Jones 2, Indian Jones 3. Then you didn't work for a long time.
Well, actually.
And then I did see you in a movie last year, Hollywood Homicide.
Right, yeah.
That wasn't that good. You should have done Indian Jones 4.
Well, we're actually trying
You got a whip, too.
on...
You like the whip man.
Well, I don't personally have the
whip?
whip. It's in the Smithsonian Institute right
You
now.
look old, too, now, man.
All right, listen to me. I didn't come here to be talked to by some deranged fan, all right?
Okay, man. Indian Jones.
All right, fine.
Get your whip out, Jones.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here, Josh and Christy and Pat and Ace and Jess. Hooker's here. And we have a comedian special guest, Tom.
And for those of you new to the show, we don't have a hooker here. It sounded like you were saying we have a roster of folks and the hookers are here.
Which means I was misled.
Sorry.
That's the voice of DJ Dangler. He is sitting next to Jess Hooker. That's her real name, by the way. And she is wearing my favorite shirt. I love that shirt.
Thank you.
It's kind of like it's sort of a combination of like a Brooks Brothers business shirt, but it's different colored stripes, patches of different shirts all put together.
It's from one of those rental subscription things where they ship me 10 different pieces of clothes each month, and I get get to wear them, and then I ship them back.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Rent the runway or one
Yeah,
of those.
it's a different one.
You
but
just
yeah,
blew
really-
Tom's mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That's fun stuff.
Yeah, it's high-end clothes that you just rent, and you can wear them for a month and
Send 'em back.
and then send them back.
Can
and
you
get-
choose to keep one and buy and pay
You
for
can,
it?
yeah.
You can buy them.
Yeah, like
Okay.
this is a good shirt. I might keep this one. This
Oh,
is
that's a great
comfy.
one.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Thanks.
That'd look good on anybody. It's a lovely shirt.
Do you think that's more or less suspicious if you are of like average proportions? Because I was like, I don't want to share
Right.
clothes with guys that look like me.
Oh, sure.
Does
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
Like
Yeah.
6'4", 275. Like,
Right,
no, like
right.
those are weird stains.
Now, DJ has a particular look.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be good. Tom, why don't you describe that for us?
He's got
if
a
you would?
great beard, very thick,
Thanks. I've been working on it.
kind of jutting out from his chin, somewhat Walt Whitman-esque, and glasses.
Mr. Relatable, that's what they call him.
And then a very close cropped hair.
Yeah.
But you do have, it's kind of rallying like that. I used to have that little island up top, and then it gets very bald.
You hung on that for a long time.
I've got a little bit of that too. Yeah.
Josh got a little-
Yeah. It's hard to get rid of that island. You know, like
Yes.
we learned that in WW2.
You're right. I want to hang on to those.
Yeah, that always reminds me more of a kind of a, I don't know, kind of a Civil War thing where the general's leading the charge and he charge, then he looks back and there's nobody behind him. That's kind of a look there. But
Also, there's one strand of hair yelling charge. And
yeah,
looking
and
around,
there's nobody.
No
Yeah.
hair. Yeah.
You know, George Washington used to ride
It's
straight into the
bittersweet
bullets.
at
Did you know that?
best. Yeah, he was a little crazy, is what they
Yeah,
said.
the man had incredible courage. Now, we have a couple things I wanted to get to with Christy Lee at the news desk. Christy, can you do this story about the lunatic? I mean, the
A
gentleman.
man in Florida claims he has filmed a time traveler using his shed.
Really?
Yeah. A TikTok user by the name of Alec Shale has captured the internet's attention with a series of videos about this strange saga.
All right.
Mr. Shale explains that he has a home in Florida that he rents out as an Airbnb, and a security camera alerts him to activity there. He says cameras captured the man entering his shed and disappearing completely, only to reemerge the following day.
Wow.
Mr. Shale claims the man has the same features, but looks noticeably older, and hypothesizes that the visitor is a time traveler.
This is wild.
Mr. Shale has been posting updates about the shed and the alleged time traveler and any theories about the situation on his TikTok account.
I don't think there's any other explanation.
Josh, look at this. Come here.
Okay. I have a
Get up out of
theory.
your seat. Walk over here. Okay, here's the guy going into the shed. And then here he is a day later. That's fairly astonishing, wouldn't you say? There he is going in, and there he is coming out.
If Josh sits back down at his seat older than he is right now, I am going to freak out.
Isn't that cool? I mean,
No difference?
No difference at all, Josh?
Oh, there's a big difference.
No.
It's the
There's
guy's dad.
No footage of him going into the. We don't. What?
It looks like the guy, but
What story you got a hold of there, Tom?
You're skeptical?
Are you sure this is a shed and not like a makeup room? Or
So there's no camera in the shed?
No. It's
So,
just
so we
outside.
don't.
Well, it wouldn't
Yeah,
work.
so-
It wouldn't work with the time.
Yeah, why wouldn't he put a
conversion.
camera in the shed?
Because
That's-
then
Then he could.
the mystery would be solved.
Yeah.
And they look like two. It does not look like an older version of the younger guy.
Are we sure that it's a shed and not a TARDIS? Is this a Doctor Who?
Doctor Who, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I mean,
Man, I wanted to be all on board with this. I don't trust this guy at all.
wouldn't it be cool? I mean, if the key to time travel had been at Home Depot and Menards all these years,
yes,
and we didn't know.
You know, as if there's not enough for me to love about London, England, and Ohio too, but England. There's a cemetery called Brompton Cemetery.
Yep.
And there's a mausoleum on the cemetery grounds that the rumor has been forever that it is a time machine.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it, what a cooler on a cemetery, you could come and go from the mausoleum. Practically no one would ever see you.
It's fairly unchanged.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the cemetery is never unchanged. Yeah, I mean, it's...
And who wanders into a mausoleum?
Ghosts and time travelers.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite movies is Time After Time.
Yes.
That's a good one.
With Malcolm McDowell.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? David
Mary Steenburgen.
Warner.
Mm-hmm.
David Warner, Mary Steenburgen. You ever seen that? It's
Yes.
the Jack the Ripper is being chased into contemporary at the time San Francisco. Great movie.
We need to investigate this shed, though, right? Like, that's the crux. Like, we've got to make sure that it's not just, like, full of hard drugs and it comes out looking haggard.
Yeah. I think
like,
somebody read Stephen King's
28.
fairy tales.
Yeah, that's
I think
definitely.
this is very reminiscent.
The shed plays a big part.
2263, doesn't that? That's like a diner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, boy, that's a good miniseries. November 22nd, 1963, with James Franco.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
That's
Where's
a good
that?
one. That's a good one. It's on, I'm not sure, Hulu?
Netflix or Hulu.
Okay. All right, cool.
So it's either a time travel shed or a Jack Shack.
Like
Jack Shack.
I'll tell you what, those will age you. Those will.
Yeah, that's true. Depending on how hard you're hitting it.
I walked in there 32. I walked out 55. It's a glory wormhole.
Or you guys, maybe he's a marketing genius, and this is getting his Airbnb a lot of attention, and he's booked up.
I would say if that was his move, he would do the opposite and go
be younger.
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody needs to write this movie, though. The Airbnb that's, they accidentally
time
find out it's a
traveler.
time portal.
Isn't there
Airbnb before time?
Haven't they? Am I mistaken when I say there are certain laws now that you can't put cameras, secret cameras in Airbnbs?
Oh, yeah.
Haven't there been some incidents?
Well, I'm sure if they've made a law, I'm sure there won't be any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're in the shower, step this way for the better camera angle, dear. Yeah. Okay.
Is that why you don't like you don't like Airbnbs, or do you like Airbnbs and I'm just not aware of it? Yeah.
Remember the time I was up in Harbor Springs and I was in the rental house and the little Finn got locked in the bathroom. I had to get a ladder, climb in the window to get her out.
Yeah. I come from a family of like some very modest people, and I have almost none of it. I guess mine like fear of being videotaped, or I feel like if anybody wants to look at me naked, that's on them. Like,
have at it.
Yeah, like they've signed up for that mistake. Go nuts, weirdo.
Wow. Yeah. So have you ever considered like an OnlyFans page?
Good. No.
Naked male comedians?
I would be too mad that anyone was looking at. Like, I would be outraged. I'm like, no, you guys have bad taste. I would be mad at their judgment.
Imagine that there is a particular sphere of
you wanted to say fetish
men that would dig seeing a DJ Dangler.
Sure. And I don't want to meet him. Yeah. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Oh, sorry.
I worry about that. And I worry about that. Cause
worry about what?
We've talked about, like, I look mean or distinctive, and it's hard to date with this appearance. Does that, like, I'm naturally intimidated. If a woman is picking up what I am laying down, right, and everything goes great, I should just assume she wants me to choke her a little.
I think the important thing there is a little.
I don't want to be a monster, but I want him to know I'm paying attention.
You're a pleaser.
Yeah.
Yes.
DJ Dangler is our guest.
That's so funny.
Coming up, cash found. Details next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
She's got the Amazon swing, like a grapefruit in a sling. Mouth-watering, fleshy thing. It's just for me, oh my. Ooh, you know I never play. To focus on your got your mama on my O-C-double-D. Symphony and double D. Don't be afraid to let 'em show. O-C-double-D. O-C-double-D. I like Jelly Tiffany. O-C-double-D. O-C-double-D. Like two blooms up in a tree. Don't be afraid to let 'em show.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
He took the gold medal by a narrow margin over Norwegian athlete who was disqualified.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7, 24.
Comedian John Campanera. Bob grew up in Los Angeles.
Vin Scully was my man.
Is that something that you did?
Vin Scully is funny because he's one of these announcers that loves to read lips. Wait a minute, here comes Tracy out of the dugout. He's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep. Chipper Jones takes one on the outside. 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's Out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey, check out the kid in the sombrero.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Oh, wow.
Sorry to hear that.
Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control, more or less.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Hi, this is comedian Sean Morey, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Jess Hooker joins us.
Hey.
There's
jokes.
There's Josh Arnold.
You all right?
Hi, chick.
Yeah.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Ace Cosby's here. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom Griswold with our special guest.
He is DJ Dangler.
Hi, everybody.
Mr. Dangler is a stand-up comedian. And an ex-husband. And let's see what else.
I don't think
we covered
he-
that.
Okay.
Let's see.
I got a card.
You a dog guy, cat guy? What do you...
I am a pet guy.
Oh, okay. What do you got?
I would say I used to identify as a cat guy. Like that was like forever because dogs are so much work. But I had to like adopt an old dog that was a good dog. Changed me completely.
Yeah.
Like I love her.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say I take umbrage with a statement that like a lot of my friends. I hate when people keep saying things like, "Oh, I don't have a dog in this fight." Like that phrase.
Yeah.
And then like they pretend they're morally superior. Oh, I don't have a dog in this fight.
Yeah.
What a that implies that wherever you are, you're just there to watch a dog fight. Isn't that like, oh, I don't have a dog in this fight. I just love the sport. Isn't that objectively? We wouldn't do that with anything. Like,
No.
What do I care? It's not my baby in the barbecue. What's that? That's a gross behavior.
That'd be awkward.
That means you've had a baby in the barbecue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are you here? Yeah.
Are there are more than one way? There's more than one way to skin a cat. What
needs that
maniac
many?
figured that out? Actually, there
How
are
many
6.
cats do you need to skin? Yeah.
And you tried multiple methods?
Yeah. Why didn't you just find one that? How bad are you at pre-planning? Like,
It's amazing what sticks. I mean, you still hear the thing, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. When was sliced bread invented? Like 1840? How long have we been waiting for that? But these things stick. That's what happens. You still talk about you going to dial someone up on your phone? Really?
I love the pantomime that we do for like rolling down a window or making a phone call. If somebody tried to tell me to roll down a window, like if you tried to explain what rolling down a window is to a 4-year-old, they have no. They're like, is there a crank involved? Are we cutting in? Are we robbing somebody?
There certainly was a crank.
Yeah, there's a TikTok trend right now about that where it takes a young kid and then maybe a grandmother, and it says call someone, and the grandmother does this, and the kid does this.
Oh, that's so cute!
Wow, and then it says make a cake, and the younger person puts the crank down on the KitchenAid. You know, like that's what they do. They put it under there, and then the grandma is using a spoon. Yeah, and it goes back and forth on all these things. It's kind of wild.
I just did now that I think about it, someone kind of pulled up next to me, and I did the circular motion to put your window down.
Yeah. Yep.
Because what's the option? Just take your hand and go.
Yeah, that would work.
What do you think he was bothering?
I don't know. Some poor motorist trying to get on with his day. Here comes Tom.
Some bear in Romania.
This actually happened, DJ. Tom was in traffic one day, and he noticed that the SUV next to him,
same kind I drive,
had the child seat in incorrectly. Tom, of course, what would you do? Of course, drive right on. I would not give it a second thought. Not Tom. He stopped them and gave them a talking to, didn't you?
Yeah. I was in a Suburban. He was in a Suburban. He had a kid facing forward in the front seat. Illegal, dangerous.
How do you not get your ass kicked?
You got to be careful with that
good
stuff.
Advice. I saw you just talked about car seats, and this was true. Like this was within this season. Like this, I saw one of the most awkward things I've ever seen in my life. Like I live in a fairly fairly like desolate area. There's not a whole lot. And there's this one weird exit near my house where the only thing in the world is a sex shop.
Okay.
Right? Like that's it.
Yeah.
I had forgotten something and I'm turning around and I'm not going to pretend anything. I've totally gone to that sex shop many times. I wasn't doing it this time. I was just turning around, but I saw like a kid handoff. Like a
custody
handoff in the parking lot of the sex shop. At least, oh my God, I hope that's what I saw.
It's probably the only place,
Well, if that's the only stop there on the exit.
But just drive 5 miles out of the way to not do it. Like just propriety is. I can't imagine holding a grudge enough to be like, nope, that's the spot. That's 2 miles more.
Eat your dens, dildos, and more. Now
I don't joke about car seats because I'm about an inch away from a booster.
Right. We have a story. Josh used to work in a movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's not true. Tell him, Josh.
I was in the cinema business. Yeah,
that's right.
Okay. Oh, then you'll like this story out of Ohio.
Oh,
this is kind of exciting. Something happened in Ohio. It happened at a movie theater and at a KFC.
Nearly $40,000 in cash recovered from the bathrooms of 2 businesses in Marysville, according to WSYX.
We used to be WFIV. Next year, WSEV. No.
More than
567. No. Okay.
Oh, S like XYZ.
Yeah.
More than $25,000 was found in the restroom at the Avalon Theater over the weekend. Days later, around $12,000 was discovered in the restroom at a KFC restaurant. Investigators believe the discoveries are related, but still do not know where the cash came from. They're urging anyone who might find other cash dumps to contact them. Wink, wink. Yeah, right.
I'm not, boy. You find anything more than, I don't know, $5,000, maybe less. You leave it there, don't you? I mean, that's some sort of pass off.
It's some kind of drug deal.
Yeah, that you don't want to get involved in.
The classic movie, A Simple Plan.
Yes.
So you wouldn't just take it?
No.
Not even a taste?
That in this case, I don't think so.
$100 for dinner.
I'm trying to figure out if you're more moral than I am, or just more
paranoid,
or just stable.
No.
Just financially stable.
More afraid. Just afraid.
So $25,000.
You don't mess
lost
with that.
in a movie theater.
Lost. It was just found there. So maybe it was, like Josh said.
That's somebody. Yes, somebody's coming to get that.
Nobody's ever put $25,000 in a duffel bag for any non-nefarious purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
I just thought I'd buy my car with duffel bag of money.
What if that ever happens? Yeah. Car dealer and somebody just walks in with a duffel bag.
Now
of
they
money.
hate you.
Yeah, I know. I know it happens, but it's always met with suspicion. Like, I mean, it's a
they got to
flag.
report that.
Yeah,
right?
you can't.
Anything over $10,000.
They want you, and they want you paying interest. They don't want car dealers.
Yes.
Dude, they don't like when you buy cash or when you pay with cash.
Right.
But can you? I thought it was like $5,000. Do you have to sign some document?
10.
Yeah. $9,999.
Yeah, he's right.
Okay. Well, and it was the bathroom of a movie theater and at a bathroom of a KFC.
Yes.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I need to make sure that neither one of those bathrooms connects to that shed in Florida.
Yeah.
So you guys doubt the time traveler Florida story? You doubt that shed is?
I do. I don't like the pictures.
Oh, as if you believe that.
I think the cemetery in England is much better than this.
It's just one of those he shed, she shed.
It is. It really is a
he shed, she
yes.
Yeah. That's right. Remember that commercial with the she shed?
Oh, that was huge.
Yeah, that was
She sheds are big things.
and that's the equivalent of the
man cave.
Man cave,
Yeah.
the she shed. It's very it's hard to say she shed without
Except what?
tripping over your tongue.
Honey, I want the she shed. Oh, do you? The whole house isn't enough for you? Let's be honest. It should be. They should always be he sheds.
Got a problem over there, Josh?
In a way,
You live by yourself.
it's like, honey, you decorated the whole effing house, and now you want the shed where my tools are?
Yeah.
No, you can have your own shed, and I'll have my own shed. We'll have
Now I got to buy a second shed for the art project, and that you're going to walk away from in 2 weeks.
And are you an open door shedder?
I am, yes.
Oh, well, that no wonder you live alone. Okay. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have Tiffany's. Oh, who doesn't love Tiffany's? But we have a thief that got caught there stealing a ring worth about $250,000.
Whoa.
And we have vodka infused with meteorites.
Well, that's odd.
Yeah, right?
They keep playing around with all this stuff.
A meteorite.
Oh, boy.
I know.
Wait a minute. Does that mean we're going to have a song?
Man, I hope so.
Gets up in the morning,
Shut up,
breakfast. Okay. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is about helping you access therapy. It's that simple, and it's an elegant idea. With a contemporary culture we live in, we're all carrying around what is, in effect, a computer that connects us to the world. And in the most personal of ways, a lot of times, and that's where therapy comes in. You're carrying around different stresses. Well, now that phone you're carrying around can be used to access therapy. BetterHelp, it's kind of, like I said, an elegant idea. It's a smart idea. The way it works is you fill out a brief questionnaire online, and you'll get matched with one of some 35,000-plus therapists. You can switch therapists anytime, by the way, no additional charge. And the therapy itself is done online. So it's done like a phone call, or it's done like a Zoom call, or a FaceTime call, whatever you call it, or by texting back and forth. And of course, the idea here is that now you're doing it in the privacy of wherever you want to be, whenever you want to do it. So you set it up so it's much more flexible, and it'll help you become the best version of yourself through therapy. So get it off your chest with BetterHelp. That's BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Once again, the /BT Show part will knock 10% off your first month. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. And this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp. Once again, coming up, a reason to play Gary Lewis and the Playboys and This Diamond Ring. Great song. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. And we're doing kind of a musical chairs thing today. And, it's actually a musical chair right now, because joining us in the studio, we have singer-songwriter, actor, and comedian Stephen Lynch. I throw in the actor thing because you spent how did you describe it?
9 months in hell.
Sentence, was that the word you used?
9 months in hell is what I just heard.
You were on Broadway. Do you want to give us give those that haven't heard about this the background on?
The Wedding Singer.
You portrayed
the very popular Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore movie about crazy kids in the 80s.
Turned into a very successful theater piece.
Very successful.
Well, you did it for a pretty long time.
Mildly successful.
I mean,
it was fun. But I have my toe on the trigger pretty much every day of the last 4 months of it. Well, I realize I'm making it sound like it was really bad.
No, but I mean,
it wasn't. It was time to move on. You know.
Can you play one of the new ones for us?
I think so.
Okay.
We just had a little powwow in your producer's office about what I can and cannot say on the radio these days. And,
there have been moments before. You think this one's okay?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if it's not.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Lynch.
This is a song I wrote. I discovered, oddly enough, that I had an uncle, a great-great-great-great-great-uncle who lived in the medieval period. He pretty much did for a living what I do for a living. He was both a troubadour and a court jester, and I think he used to play in the court of the king and the queen. And I discovered one of his old compositions that he wrote for the lute, and I transposed it to the guitar.
Good, because we don't have a lute handy.
No. I don't either.
Because I like guitar comics, but I hate lute comics. Prop guys and lute comics.
Those are the worst, aren't they?
Just hacks.
They give us all a bad name. So this is one of his compositions, and I just thought I'd try it for a modern audience, see how it goes over. Come, fair lady, to mine bed we go, and verily sweet pleasures we shall know. Yet, where thy belly meets thy limb, I beseech thee, give a trim, for thy bush doth overflow.
Milady doth have a 70s muff. A 1470s muff. Zounds, it's as prickly as a Christmas wreath. Think it might hide some baby birds beneath. Pray, shave it off to make a coat. There are fur balls down mine throat, short and curlies twixt my teeth. I sayeth not thy is hirsute, but it looketh like thou hast buckwheat in a leg lock. My uncle was also a very hacky stand-up comedian. But soft, what hair through yonder girdle grows, to be or not to be put in cornrows. Oh, it is beastly and unruly, and it smelleth of patchouli, and that offends my nose. I sayeth not thou art furry down there, but it doth resemble Fidel Castro eating a London broil. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, medieval bush.
Bravo. Stephen Lynch.
Thank you, lords and ladies. Thank you.
Stephen Lynch, ladies and gentlemen.
What is a lute?
A lute it looks like a pear-shaped ukulele.
Yeah, it goes.
Kind of a...
Well, there's no neck. There's no neck, though.
Yeah.
They look like guitars. I think those are lutes.
To change an old joke just a little bit, the best sound a lute makes is when a banjo lands on it in the dumpster, or an accordion, one of the two. I'm sure there's
You're really anti-lute, man.
I do not.
Also joining us in the studio, comedian John Bazar.
Well, I find that now that I need a woman, I mean, integrity, strength of character, honesty, but really the most important thing, got to have a big ass. I may be outside the pale on this one, judging by all the magazine covers I see, but I'm done with these ectoskeletal, wafer-thin, rice cake chomping chicks with the Ally McBeal arms and those heroin-looking legs. Yeah. Even the Three Little Pigs knew you don't build something out of sticks if you're going to spend any time inside.
I actually have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
Oh, that woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom. How are you?
Hey, Chick. How are you?
Tom, learned something interesting via an email.
Get a load of this.
We were talking, DJ brought up odd sort of idioms, phrases, colloquialisms, if you will.
Right.
The one that you were taking umbrage with, as you said, was...
dog.
I don't have a dog in this fight. That is odd. And then I brought up how there's more than one way to skin a cat, which we all thought was odd. Well... Michael writes in, he says, Dear Bob and Tom gang, Josh, as a so-called fisherman, should know, well, that the saying more than one way to skin a cat is referring to skinning catfish.
Oh.
Really? I had no idea.
I did not either.
I didn't either.
I'm mad.
Wait a minute, then why isn't it there's more than one way to skin a catfish?
Yeah, why did they forget
I guess
the cat?
you just shorten it. So.
Well, that's not...
Forget the fish, I guess.
Well, but what are you fishing for? Cat? Yeah. I mean...
No.
People say that.
People say that.
People say that.
Who? Never.
Fishermen.
Yeah. Sometimes you hear mudcat.
I've never heard that. How often are you sitting at a pay lake with your buddies fishing?
We do say cat when we're we'll say, was it a flathead cat or was it a channel cat or a blue cat?
Yeah.
So we do say
Mudcat, of course, is referring to Mudcat Grant, the great Cleveland Indian baseball player.
Oh, my gosh.
I doubt it.
I
think he got the nickname from
now
Mudcat.
Let's quiz our guest, the very fine comedian DJ Dangler.
All right.
Do you know what a mud falcon is?
a mud falcon.
Yes, a mud falcon.
I don't know what it is.
Good, I'm glad.
Oh, no, guess.
Guess?
Yes,
If I had,
guess.
this is.
You might be right.
I had to guess a mud falcon, and are we? How rating R to PG?
PG-13. Yeah.
I'm going to say a mud falcon. This is fun now because like PG-13 is right where all the gross stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
PG-13 is disgusting. Like,
And
it's like,
you're thinking
you're like,
along
You're getting warmer. You're getting warmer.
I'm allowed one F word or a million.
No F word.
Yeah.
No F word.
Not in this case. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No curse words involved.
I'm going to guess a mud falcon. Is it like a turtle head, like when you kind of have to poop?
Close. Very close.
Let's just say
I would get half credit for that.
You did the poop part
You've
right.
seen when you pulled it at the Frigamall building, you noticed those 3 big towers out there.
Okay.
Let's just say there was a gent up there or a lady, and they were painting it, and they were several hundred feet off the ground.
Oh, I know what it is now. So like a monkey would fight via mud falcon.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Yeah.
But the notion is you are releasing an excretory missile, if you will, from a certain lofty perch.
Good Lord.
And thus, as it descends, thanks to gravity, thus
You're pooping off the tower.
the mud.
Yes.
And it has to come from the point of origin,
Yes.
right? It can't
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
You can't carry it up.
That's to be hot off the press. Yeah.
Yes.
That's bogus, man.
Yeah, drop trout right there.
Fresh out of the tap.
Yeah, there you go. Very good. Very good.
Right out of the hole.
That was fun.
Now,
If you carry it, that doesn't count. You
No.
will be
No.
flat.
Of course not.
No, it's got to be fresh. See, so you learned something today.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to play a little music for you. I want to see if you recognize this song.
Oh, God.
This
This
is
is
a,
always so embarrassing because we're used to you talking about things that are 80 years old. But
this is a classic.
But we have a guest.
So this poor guy's been jilted. He's got to sell the
well, let him
diamond
get to the hook.
This does.
Just let it go.
Do you remember?
I don't know.
Ms.
It
Hooker.
could be Henry Ford and the mechanics.
Ms. Hooker.
No, I don't know.
Your hint is his father was very famous.
I have a guess.
Yes.
Gary Lewis and the Playboys?
Of course. Thank you very much.
Who's
Gary
Lewis?
Lewis and Playboy. It's Jerry, one of
Jerry
Jerry's
Lewis.
sons.
Jerry's kids. Oh, okay.
Jerry
Not
Lewis.
one of Jerry's kids. Yeah.
Jerry's
One of his
kid.
actual sons. Yes.
Yeah.
So sad.
Right.
He sings so well, given what I assume was a lot of problems.
Well, he can sing, but he still can't speak. But he can sing fine. Yeah.
I
Doesn't walk well, but he can
I
sing.
saw Gary Lewis and the Playboys.
Did you?
Yeah.
They got your money, huh?
Yeah. Oh, it was fun. We hung out with Gary for a while.
It's a
Is
bad
that right?
karma to get somebody else's wedding ring?
Yeah, that's no one's doing
probably.
that.
Engagement ring?
People do
Yeah,
that.
you do like grandmas or whatever. Like there's family.
Yeah.
What, are
I
people
mean-
on Facebook Marketplace buying wedding rings?
Yeah.
I
Secondhand
know.
ring.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, now, here's the danger of doing that.
Authorities say a jewel thief stole a diamond ring worth $255,000 from a Tiffany store in New York
This story got you thinking of Gary Lewis and the Playboys?
by
Because it's
replacing
about a
it
diamond ring.
with a
What else?
cubic
Hang on.
zirconia.
What other song would you think of?
Band
I
of
wouldn't.
Gold.
I just wouldn't.
Band of Gold.
Band of
Free
Gold?
to,
Yeah,
free to
that's
paint.
the one I would
Yeah,
think
but there's
of.
no diamond on that.
Diamond Girl, Seals and Cross.
Oh, that's a good song.
That is good.
Well, it's equally
The Stones had that new one, Hackney Diamonds, which I
weird.
couldn't really get into. But
He replaced it with a cubic zirconia replica, apparently. This took place March 4th at the Tiffany store in Manhattan's Rockefeller Center
so
complex.
he did the old switcheroo.
Yeah, he did.
Yep. The suspect, Mr. Yaorong Wan, had asked to see several pieces, but left without
What's
buying
his first
anything. Yaorong?
Do ya wrongs don't make a right.
It was
Is
not
anybody
until
else clenching as he's getting
Oh, just nervous as
Very
anything.
awkward. Very nervous.
it was not until a week
So
later.
I might as well be disarming a bomb.
that Tiffany employees discovered the rings had been swapped. Surveillance footage showed Juan palming the genuine ring and switching it with the fake one. The 49-year-old was arrested last week on grand larceny charges. Juan has open arrest warrants in New Jersey and Nassau County on Long Island and is a suspect in thefts from Cartier stores in California and Florida. Also, he's wanted for stealing high-end jewelry from stores in South Korea. This guy gets around.
Why isn't he in jail?
Well, he will be now.
I don't understand this.
Because it's a victimless crime.
He's a thief.
Yeah, but nobody was hurt. You know.
Oh, really?
Gosh.
No, he didn't use a gun.
No.
He just used grandpa magic.
That's
He
right.
just used behind your ear.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, he just sleight of hand.
You
That's
know,
all.
you're trying to tell me that Penn Jillette doesn't go in and steal his
Yes,
jewelry store blind every day?
Yes, he doesn't have to. Mr. Les, he's going to be our guest coming.
He is.
I love Penn Jillette.
Well, we'll talk to him.
You know,
about
we
Lock
have
up your rings is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We have a friend
He'd
who-
probably be able to steal them over the phone.
Remember the commercial? We've secretly replaced your gourmet coffee with Folgers
Yeah,
crystals.
sure.
We've secretly replaced your $250,000 ring with a cubic zirconia.
Yeah, see if no one's the
We
one.
have a friend who I don't want to say his name.
Mark?
Okay. But I got something for
Yeah, one of my friends. He had a buddy that was a quote-unquote diamond broker. And years ago, he sold him a diamond ring for the engagement ring.
Maybe he didn't know either.
He didn't. And then one day he was, he's a friend?
Yeah.
No, I doubt it.
Oh, okay.
In any event, they were at the mall one day and decided they'd upgrade. And they split up, and she walked into the store, and when he came back, she said, "It's fake."
Oh, my gosh. I bet that was a fight.
It wasn't a fight. She just registered that in that little space you girls have.
It cost him another carrot.
Yeah. This will be coming back to haunt you.
Exactly.
You can't take out the garbage, Mr. Fake Diamonds.
She had been fine with it before.
Right. I know. That's
Josh is makes Josh.
Thank you, Ace.
It's kind of the emperor's new clothes.
Yeah.
Jewelry is
You're a thrifty cuss. You know that?
jewelry is as valuable as it looks
she
to
wears the
you.
ring
Exactly.
for 5
I agree.
years,
Ladies and gentlemen, Ace Cosby Logic. Yes, Ace.
if she wears that ring for 5 years, she's fine until it gets appraised.
Yeah, that's
She
unreasonable.
can wear it for 5 more years, right?
Well, she can keep it for, I guess,
Sentimental
Yeah,
reasons.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just saying.
It's not the guy's fault he got
No, I would
duped.
be more upset that he got duped.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be mad about the ring.
And maybe go to a professional, not your buddy.
Selling rings
Well,
out
it
of
sounds
the
like his
back of
buddy
a car.
was a so-called professional.
What if your buddy?
Professional
I
swindler.
knew it was fake. It was only a matter of time before she found out.
Oh.
How about that?
That's not cool.
Then give me the.
I know your friend. I bet that's exactly what
give
he
me the
did.
thousands of dollars back.
Yeah.
Then is the
Well,
thing. So
And
this
isn't he a
company-
contractor? He's ripped people off plenty of his life. Are you kidding me?
absolutely.
It's one of the scammiest
Honest
gigs.
man.
It's a medicine cabinet, $9,000. Are you kidding me?
This is all slander. Now,
Holy hell!
Mark, we
So-
love you.
so-
I
so-
need that door.
Oh, he's a nice guy, but he's a
this guy, but this is a classic switcheroo.
Can't reach me.
Of course it is, yes.
think it's
Because it
kinda-
happens more than you know.
Wait till he's in the slammer. He gets the old switcheroo. You know, his
Pat, do you have a song?
his roommate.
I had a song.
His roommate does Spike.
Wait a minute. Pat had a song
Switching
about
his
what?
anus into a vagina.
I had a song about Mark, but we've moved on.
No,
Apparently.
we haven't.
No, we haven't.
Sing
We're
your
back to Mark
song.
now.
All right. We know a guy who bought a phony ring, but Mark didn't know it wasn't real bling.
That's what he says.
This diamondless ring doesn't shine like the real thing. Mark had it appraised. It's worth nothing. That's got a sting. So if you get married, make sure the rock's not cubic or zirconia. And find out years later it's a phonia. I stumbled a little bit there.
Very good.
Pork Mark Adams bought a phony ring.
Last name, too.
There's another verse?
No,
Jesus.
Just thought I'd throw him in there.
Fine man, my
Poor
good friend.
Mark, yes.
My own, I've got like 3 friends. He's one of them. I can't lose him.
Who's the third?
Be down to 1.
Haywood and Duke.
Oh, no, I was going to go PJ Mark.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, he's got 4 friends. Yeah, we gotta
Okay.
go.
I have 4
Hey,
friends.
Pat, you're still not on the list, buddy.
I'm out of the top 5 now.
Not even in the top 5.
You're getting down there farther.
Hey, why are we talking? He got to go to his house. We've never been to his house.
Like I'd go.
I've been.
Can you?
Ace has been to his
Ace
house.
has been. Pat's been.
Jess.
Oscar's
Oscar's
been.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Ace, I hate to put it to you, but you were just there to help Tom win a bet with one of his neighbors. See, I told you I had one.
Or like, hey, he's my driver.
That was dark. I didn't want to upset the whole neighborhood.
Oh, God. Hey, there's a new vodka coming out that's infused with meteorites.
Everybody shut up.
It's called Shooting Star Vodka, and it's from Pegasus Distillery.
Of course it is.
That's a
Shooting
horse.
I'm sorry.
It's a horse, Pegasus.
Yes.
A flying horse.
A flying horse.
Shooting Star Vodka is made from organic wheat and botanicals from France that were distilled, reduced, and then aged in a terracotta jar with a meteorite suspended in the middle, allowing it to
want to see helicopters? I'll show you helicopters and flying horses.
Dissolve into the liquid.
So wait a minute. So it's not a ground up meteorite.
No, it's sitting in there.
Just
suspended.
Interesting. Kind of like the worm in tequila.
Yeah, the distillery's founder, Maxime Girardin.
I bet she's in post.
Girardin told the New York Post.
Oh, you want to kiss Maxime?
Is Maxime
that right?
Is Maxime a man?
I don't know. It's with an M, so it could be a man. Maxime.
Or Maxia?
Maxime?
What? What are you saying? Because it's an M, it's a man?
Maxime.
Oh.
Maxime.
Maybe they misspelled Maxine.
Told the New York Post the presence of
Is my mic on?
condorite, a mineral unique to meteorites.
See, condorite sounds fake, doesn't
Provides
it?
a unique.
She was Secretary of State.
She was, yeah. Condorite.
Condorite. She's a big Browns fan.
It's a
she
guy.
wants to be NFL commissioner.
Provides a unique mineral flavor to the vodka. With only 4,806 bottles made, Shooting Star Vodka currently being sold for $180 to $200 a bottle.
All right.
Little pricey.
Maybe for the vodka collector out there.
Mm-hmm.
He is a he.
Okay.
It's a nice linen shirt, though. Sorry. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, a quick peek into Tom's actual brain. Oh, what a great linen shirt.
Yeah, Mr. Fashion over there.
I love wearing, in the summer, nice linen
You have
shirts.
linen shirts?
Yeah, I never wear them here.
Why?
They get wrinkles.
Wrinkles so easy.
But they're comfortable.
Okay.
Well, it's linen. That's why it's...
Yeah, it's
on a beach? That's a wonderful wear.
Yeah.
Anyway, but there's no ground up meteorite in this stuff.
No. Just a chunk.
Just a chunk
infused.
Yes.
By meteor.
Wait,
is there a chunk of rock in this bottle?
No, it's not in the bottle.
It's in there when it's made.
distilled.
They distill it through a bottle or a jar
It's
with
just a
the
gimmick.
meteorite hanging in it.
But it's
How do we know?
$400. What is it?
$200.
$200. Okay.
I think the only time you would want a meteor vodka is if you were making a Bloody Mary.
There you go.
Yeah, like with some bacon and an olive. A meteor vodka.
You'll get drunk on Uranus
I think,
instead of drunk on your ass.
A really good bottle of vodka is $200 or $100 anyway.
How do we know it's an asteroid? It could be a piece of riprap from the side of a pond.
Are you calling Maxime, my friend in the linen shirt, a liar?
Who called me a liar?
Who is it?
Who is it that calls Maxime a liar?
No one wants to say hello to Maxime?
You would love Maxime.
Pat?
What?
It's a meteorite. I wonder if that would bring a song from you.
A little update. Here we go.
Love it.
Baroop.
God.
Baroop. I like vodka filtered with charcoal or flavored with lemon or lime, not infused with a meteorite.
Meteorite.
I like to drink on the rocks, but this is ridiculous. I'll just have a Bud Light, vodka infused with a meteorite. All right, you have your update.
Thank you very much.
Leave me alone.
Baroop.
That's weird. There's so many of these weird things. Is vodka the one that they toy with the most?
Yeah, with infusion.
Flavors and
You mean
stuff.
like flavors?
Besides beer, yeah.
Gin's kind of up there now
Yeah,
lately.
gin's become really popular lately.
Do we have any gins, though, that are
Flavored gin.
weird
Oh, yeah.
like this? Oh, they do a flavored gin.
Have you seen that gin that's made out of whiskers?
What?
It's called By the Hair of My Ginny Gin Gin.
You're going to go with gin whiskers.
Oh, yeah, laugh up at that, sure. Yeah. I'm over here doing diamond material. Fine. No harm done. By the hair of my
Ginny Gin Gin. Who's the actor that has the gin that he just sold for $1 billion?
Ryan
Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
Okay.
Aviation?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or aviator, maybe?
Yeah.
Aviation.
I think it's a NASA thing. It's called Tangeray.
Oh, nice. Very good, Pat. I like that.
You got the vacuum.
It's pre-tanged.
Tangeray. Oh, I get it now. It went right over my head.
Jess Hooker, do you get that?
I do. Yeah, I was going to ask you, did you guys drink a lot of Tang? Like, was that?
I never cared for it.
We didn't have it, but
I haven't seen
We had it
Tang
when I was a
even in a
kid.
grocery store
Yeah, I
for
haven't
50
either.
years.
It prepared me for years of Metamucil.
yeah, well,
Right.
Same
Here,
taste.
it tastes exactly the same.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just saw a recipe for Tang pie.
Okay, no, that was probably a pornographic.
That's. I think you might have misunderstood
That may have recipe or.
Now, wait a minute. I still think you should make it. We'll see what happens, right?
Yeah, there's also a recipe for whisker biscuits.
I think that's what, that's what Warren wanted
If
to
you
go
Google
with.
you Google Tang pie, you're going to be
getting a recipe.
very
A
surprised.
sprinkling of dingleberries.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Or so this morning we're having furry clams.
Uh-huh. Tang pie.
And tuna lagoon soup. Okay.
Soup.
I want to say hello to my buddy Steven Singer from Steven Singer Jewelers. Steven's a great guy. He's a dog guy. We love his dog, buddy. And Steven is helping you once again. It's Mother's Day, fellas.
You know me. I don't like anybody. I like Steven Singer.
You went out.
He's a good guy.
And Steven has something special, of course, for the season, Mother's Day season. Among other things, he's got that beautiful rose. There's one of them right over there. It is called the Red Wine. It's a 24-karat gold-dipped rose, a real rose dipped in gold, and then enameled with a beautiful kind of a red burgundy on the rose petal part, and then a beautiful forest green on the leaves on the stem.
Red wine make me feel so fine.
That's helpful. You will...
Mother would love that.
Could you maybe sing it in a... Pat,
That's
No, that's how they...
song.
didn't they... UB40 did it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And then, now those guys have aged. Now they're UB60.
Josh, they're 60. They're a little,
You see, they're
older now.
They're older, you see.
Yeah.
The red with a little gray, you see. The point is, I'm going to save you right now because free shipping, that's right, the beautiful roses are $69.95, and they're available exclusively at IHateStevenSinger.com. That's our else. You can get lots of cool bracelets, earrings, all kinds of stuff for all those great moms. There are even stuff that your pets can give that mom in your life. Check it out at IHateStevenSinger.com. Did I mention free shipping? And I believe that ends tomorrow. So I'll get this done today. Once again, it's IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. We're hanging out with comedian DJ Dangler. And Mr. Dangler, among other things, will be hanging out in the great state of Michigan, Lansing at Capital Pro Wrestling coming up Sunday, the 19th of May. And this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We are live in the Napa Auto Parts studio. Got a little surprise coming for you here.
Okay.
Surprise for the...
Performing cats.
It's not performing cats. Is the surprise ready? I can bring them on in there.
I'm holding my breath.
Now, Chad Daniels, comedian,
I'm not
joins us in
looking
the
yet.
studio.
Neither am I.
I don't want to look.
Along
I'm
with
not looking.
Chick McGee, Josh Arnold. This is Tom speaking. The lady of the house, Christy Lee.
Hi, everybody.
Is it the real Aruba Ray?
It is not the real
No,
Aruba Ray.
I know what it is.
Is it the backwards singer?
Oh, no.
It's not the backwards
Mark.
singer. I've brought in a...
That's great.
I have brought in a...
Now listen to how he
Fabulous,
pronounces this, Chad. Listen.
Now, this is a real rock and roll cat here. You can see he's got the tattoos, just like you, Chad.
Got the Rush T-shirt on.
Wearing a Rush T-shirt. He's got a beard like he's a waiter at a hip restaurant. Kind of a,
I do that on the side.
Kind of a super hip looking mega goatee, nice head of hair, big stash, and he's you know what he's carrying in his what do you know what that is, Chad?
It looks like the gun from Mission Impossible 5 that they snuck into the orchestra.
That's right.
That is a bassoon.
Bassoon.
A bassoon. And I bring this up because the other day I was in a restaurant.
That's not how you were pronouncing it.
Bassoon.
Bassoon.
You were
is
saying
what
bassoon.
Is that what you're saying?
Bassoon. Okay, bassoon.
Thank you.
Do you say it again?
Bassoon.
Bassoon, not ba.
Right.
Bassoon. Okay, bassoon.
Are there any famous rock songs that feature the bassoon?
Was it? What is it?
Wait a second.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm kind of stumped.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, no. All right, there are at least 5 other
There's
bassoons.
a Smokey Robinson tune.
Oh, okay.
Four.
That's got
Tears of a Clown?
Tears of a Clown.
We have just had. We have just.
right at the beginning, Tears of a Clown, yeah.
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 We've just had 4 other bassoon artists enter the room. Is a bassoon player referred to as a bassoonist?
Bassoonist.
Bassoonist.
Wow. So there are now 5 bassoonists here.
Are those all the same size bassoons?
No.
When do you want me there? Bassoonist.
Now, I know as a former clarinet player, there's also a bass clarinet.
Right. Are there alto bassoons and bass bassoons? And
Yes, there's contrabassoon.
What does that mean?
Twice the size of this.
You have to
Plays
smuggle
about
them.
the lowest note of the
Yeah, exactly. The contrabassoons
The
are smuggled,
contrabassoon, you have
as
to
Christy just
smuggle.
brilliantly said.
If this happened in a high school, they'd lock it down.
Pablo Escobar was
not even kidding
a
you.
contrabassoonist.
I can actually bring one of those in sometimes.
Okay.
Once again, this is the Rock E Bassoon Quintet. Rocky bassoon. Oh, there's more. That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Rocky bassoon. Yeah, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
I accidentally erased.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I was like, ah!
Oh, why'd I do that?
Have you ever heard Bobcat's Bono?
I haven't. I can't do it, but yeah.
I bet you can enough to make us go, oh, my God.
No, but so he called. And,
I mean, he heard you doing your Bono, and he called you.
Yeah, he was very nice. And then I saw him. I was at Dodger Stadium, or no, I can't remember what stadium it was. It was very, and he and I met him, and I'm in the, like the stadium doorway.
Mm-hmm.
And he said some very sweet things and very kind, and we talked back and forth. And it was just him and I and one other person. And he starts walking out to do his concert, and he turns around and he takes off those, the fly sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Hey, Bobcat," and he throws them to me. And I catch him, and I go, "Thanks, Mean Joe."
I knew that was coming.
And he goes, "What?"
What?
Yeah. I'm like going, oh man, that's one of my best riffs ever. Falling on his deaf Gaelic ears. Yeah. Yeah.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
I did a show at my brother's fraternity last time I was there, and they're all giving me the ideas, like when they drink, how they get around. Because they know drinking and driving is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So they have this thing where they get really drunk, and then they walk to Domino's, order a pizza, and then when they go to deliver it, they ask the guy for a ride. Thinking, that's a good idea.
Home in 30 minutes or less.
The drinking and driving is the designated driver is a good idea. What always amazes me about that is they give these designated drivers coffee all night. They're like, "Have another cup of coffee." "Hey, Bob, that's a designated driver. Hey, that's a good thing what you do with your friends. Here's another cup of coffee. Have a soda. Here's another." They're not better off than someone that's had a six-pack. They get pulled over. They're wired out of their gourd. Like, "Officer, I'm the designated driver. I think you got to take care of these people." The cop's like, "Why don't you let the guy in the back puking drive? You can run ahead of the car and make sure it doesn't hit anything."
Hi, you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. This is Jim. The word.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Here again is Tom.
Green is the
Hello. Yes, green is the word.
Now, DJ Dangler is our guest.
Yeah.
DJ, professional comedian.
Yeah.
Very funny man.
Thanks.
Looking for love, I understand.
Always.
Looking for that special lady.
It's hard, man, because like I'm past my prime. That's apparent. Like I hate dating. Right? Can I level with you? Can
Yeah, that's fair.
Sure.
I'm getting too out of shape to date well. Like I'm getting so tubby, it's affecting my sex life.
Oh, really?
Like not the function, just like the mechanics.
Right.
Does that make like can I
logistics?
Here's the thing. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got a crab leg dong.
Ah.
It's
Say again.
a crab leg dong.
Okay.
It's on the menu.
You're gonna have to walk me through this.
There is
that
plenty of meat there.
Okay.
If you know how to get to it.
Okay.
I see.
No, okay.
I heard that. I thought dog leg.
I
That's what
was
I thought.
thinking, yeah, because
Yes, I thought a series of curves. And
I thought you meant it was better dunked in butter.
I like Josh's the most right now. Yeah.
Well, good to know. Well, I'm sorry. There's more.
More.
That's
what she said.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crab leg.
Does that bring us to the one, the only, award-winning today in history?
Okay. This is.
You have any idea what day it is, Tom?
Yeah, I just popped it up here. It's May 7th.
Attaboy. You know what day of the week it is?
1789.
He doesn't. Okay.
The first presidential inaugural ball held in New York City.
When is it?
1789.
Who was that for?
It was for Biden and Trump. They were both there. Yeah.
Older.
You see their rather elderly folks. You see whichever side you're on.
I've heard the balls back then smelled way better than the ones today.
Isn't that something? There was a lot of powder going
I
around
can
back then.
understand that.
They would just take their wigs and give their taint a dapple. A dapple.
A dapple of powder.
If you have a dapple taint.
I wonder if people had different BO then.
Oh yeah.
Maybe because of all their diets and stuff.
yeah.
All the chemicals that we've
Absolutely.
taken in.
I bet.
I remember my mom once said that chicken didn't taste like chicken anymore. When she was a kid in the Depression, chicken tasted different than it tastes now. That might be also true of BO. Let's get on that.
Listen to Mr. Griswold. He's speaking.
1824, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony.
His most famous, probably.
Number 9, huh?
I thought number 5 is the most famous.
Really?
5 is more.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
That one, isn't that the most famous? Has
I don't
Beethoven's
know.
Ninth been turned into a disco track by
Walter Murphy and
that's
the
true.
Big Apple Band.
Yes. Da-da-da.
I thought Mambo number 5 was his biggest song.
Do you remember Walter Murphy and the Big Apple?
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it.
I loved that.
I like that
You
song.
really like that?
I do, yeah.
That disco version.
You know, they danced to that in Saturday Night Fever like it was a dancing song.
Embarrassing.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is it embarrassing?
But you know what? It wasn't any.
Shake it up, shake it down, move it in, move it round, disco baby.
DJ Dangler, you know who this is?
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Fister.
That was Paul Lynn singing disco.
Oh,
Not Mr. Fisker. That's somebody
No,
else.
that he requested. That's all.
No,
Let's see. So Beethoven's Eighth Symphony.
Ninth.
Ninth.
Ninth?
Ninth.
Oh, he just
geez,
went odd numbers. He didn't do it.
okay.
No, yeah, the evens were bombs.
1965, Keith Richards claims that's the day that he wrote the I Can't Get No Satisfaction riff. He fell asleep, woke up, and it was on his cassette. He'd been playing half asleep.
That's great. We don't need the origin story.
That's a great origin story.
Just play it.
1994, Edvard Munch. Did you pronounce it Munch or Monk?
Monk. It's Monk, and he's screaming all the time.
The scream recovered after being stolen for 3 months.
I gave it back.
Okay.
Thank you. That was very nice.
You're welcome. The entire world deserves it.
Okay. Birthdays. Tchaikovsky.
Tell him I have the blues, will you?
1840. Composer of anyone? Swan Lake.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, Swans. Yeah.
Let's see now. I love this one. Gary Cooper.
People say I got a bad
Born in 1901. Did you see that what's his name? Peter Dinklage is going to play him in a biopic. He'll be
I got it.
The Mini Cooper.
Oh, that's something.
I wonder how Mr. Dinklage would take that joke. I wonder if he would laugh.
I don't care.
You don't care?
No. I don't care.
All right.
Would you rather it be a scatological reference?
No.
Gary Pooper.
I can't decide with you. I really
people say
can't.
I got a bad break.
Got
Let's
a
see.
bad crap.
Gary Pooper in High Fiber Noon.
Johnny Unitas, born in this state in 1933.
He played football, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
one of the greats, yeah.
Baltimore Colts?
Brecken Meyer.
Oh, sure.
1974.
Clueless.
Oh, yeah.
Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare.
Wasn't he in...
He's in
Robot Chicken.
he's in a Rat Race.
Robot
He is in Rat Race.
I love Rat Race.
The Rat Race where he and the other guy are in slow motion trying
Yeah.
to get out of the car before the monster truck lands on them makes me laugh a lot.
And the Hitler thing with the mustache blowing in his face.
He's
John
like one of the
Lovitz.
very best buddies in
Yes.
movies.
Yeah. Old school. Oh, I'm sorry. Road Trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, DG, unfortunately, we did not have time for that bonus Ace Cosby joke of the day.
That's a shame.
Teach you a thing about comedy. But we must depart. Thank you so much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.